All right. Yen share the Bremo Copum say no me no ebebo. Kessben television, Kessben 93.3, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Namo amo monitor program live or DSTV channel 364, Go TV channel 121. Emrason ida gudi mun sem Tony Montana mamra ho na fa manonin sem no kakra ebre na fe yemfa de aka no enye afisem bibia fufuro bia ba eno so de ba be wuram de amamo 0551599933 0551599933 mofa mo messages no emra na yenkenkan emfa emamo eme nyina ho ya kobiom nyame onchechire busua no ewre musua ko nyina no onchiro mo were mai na eya nso to ne obe ndai
emoya
yes emoya
enyina ya boto
emoya
enyina ya boto
emoya semsi de bintu Ghana da eya but de na bitmaye de nyakopon epeno ena yeho right okay
Medasipi award winner. Emena so ye too far ni akonko for ekroso ye kwa amanene de enhyase enfefri Nigeria na midfielder formerly no sina kan Emma Leicester City referee Leicester on a free transfer make us we do Turkey player name can as the din at the Wilfred Ndidi na Ndidi edu Istanbul okwakoye medicals at the Ama Besiktas after medicals now signing at the Ama club no enti time or touch it down Istanbul airport no and I'm our Kessben television so we Wilfred Ndidi free agent say there or call Besiktas JK na akwato so e de amomo yada so our transfers Ghana yem play ni din e de Abu Francis ono so akwakodru France enrada onya akonya hia ne new teammate e Toulouse na Francis Abu enso e hia ne new teammate no we ene niema e course wo me enko Toulouse amo training complex na ye Francis Abu ene ne new teammate.
I want to say I'm very excited to join you guys, and I'm looking forward to making new friends and a good teammate, and all the best for the season. Thank you. Thank you.
Abu Francis and a new team to look for Amano Akwaba in Fear 9 and Okosina Kain at the Amomuntian wishing the very best of luck. Young Fenerbahce and the final Champions League playoff first leg game a so and ma final Esha Kaminoa Fenerbahce at Kanubako and Enra Jose and Robin van Persie head to head na enye easy mummy nu koshiaye first leg no and I will enjoy all the 3 goals a free match and retire leg no next week into advantage final omo eche Fenerbahce eshomo by 2 goals to 1 Sofian Amrabata onya the only goal at the Emma Fenerbahce and right after the game also me very disappointed say Enra omo take na game no few minutes manaba na wie additional time added on omo elusu ye mum yentin sama Sofian Amrabat on the tuja.
Of course, it's very disappointing to concede a goal in the last minute like this, especially because we came back to 1-1, and I think the second half we dominated the game. I think we didn't start very well because Feyenoord started good the first 20 minutes with the stadium and with a lot of pressing and intensity, but I think after that we start to come in the game better and better. And like I said,
we a Moroccan midfielder obo Emma Fenerbahce Sofian Amrabat and I'm telling and head coach Jose Maruna Kasa Edafra second leg no ho or say a 50-50 name ball am boy e was second half nti Emma water so say almost even one goal pa game no ebeko extra time e wo fie die omo ebe qualify Jose Maruna Usuni.
Fenerbahce's chances in this round in general.
Chances 50-50 like I told before. We are losing 2-1 at half time and we have the second half to play at home. So of course there is frustration because especially in the second half the team was very good. The team was very dominated and we didn't give any chance to the opposition. The opposition was in great difficulty. We scored the 1-1 and then
we had the special one Jose Mourinho gidi pass next week return leg there advantage Fenerbahce omumum na ebetimi qualify yenko Italy enra Juventus ebiemu ema supporters no eba mo training ground so ebe hwe omo training session a course 2 days ago Man City same Juventus for and so ama supporters no akwanya say omo amehwe omo training session a eba so mamwe Kessben television we the Bianconeri Juventus na ma akwanso supporters no emra season we die omo say omo need so pa say omo betimi age Scudetto no e dey free Napoli for omo enso ensem na omo epe a new center back into Arsenal omo a defender Jacob Kiwi a free Poland no ono na Juve for ni abre pass omo enya no akire wa ka betimi abo Juve omo enso etim no yenko Napoli asoye Napoli Scudetto defending champions na omo be start omo defense na fuwe Lukaku ekwa Italy banner headline pa our La Gelta dollars for omukro akrata no na omuchum say Lukaku so we signings Napoli for no aya Kevin De Bruyne mo etimi abeka team no ho no ama omumu emiampa nti this year there supporters no ebe have a lot of fun because Napoli for no ebe mo wins ebe ma se de nkwan aba omo enso animo yento aso enko AC Milan omo enu midfielder omo after Ede Jasari wa pick Jesse number 30 say no ene Jesse number obeshe ede ama AC Milan omo enso e club no o say tema o tie say AC4 e penope o so wanwen hom yenu because na a dream so obeshe Milan omo red and black no na o si akan ede ama mo ntinani age pa say wan joining AC Milan omo enso e club no ene na Ballon d'Or French football magazine omo ede 30 players nominee e ba bonting enti Ballon d'Or no why na fuwe ekro ede amano Rodri and a defending champion na why na ebekọ di amano this time round 30 players no yet say Diobeli dipa Dembele no ebo France any PSG no and yet say all leading. And then Barca omo darling boy no Lamine Yamal na that second ubenya players odopi ubenya Gavi any others omo so ebe feature prominently e wo 30 list na and Ballon d'Or French football magazine nominee na omo enso e de e ba bonten yento aso enko Barca so ye say Juan Laporta Barca president ne dia on be so beti Nippon beso be hu nanim Mark Andre ter Stegen o chiri no kokokokoko o se goalkeeper no oni adwempa on besa Barca ebetumpon na ka wapra just sign your form na fan La Liga for office enko kire say wapra ye you def list ne so ebema Barca enya akonya register new players so se da ama Barca omo penny par presido no wadwa pa Mark Andre ter Stegen there sune on person oni na nimpo ebehia 1-on-1 na still on Juan Laporta ogidie pass den a Marcus Rashford Juan Garcia, any other new players at Barca for a form no registration until 7 no be close no ebe go through ama league no be share sa new players no so that team Asia kan na Barca omo just numbers bi wo ho omo asesemo kakra na Juan Garcia goalkeeper no from Espanyol was Jesse number 1 sir no mo say number 1 no e what second ho ter second one quadia any either number 12 or Inaki Pena ne number 13 Jason mo baako na Juan Garcia goalkeeper no enso ebefa Marcus Rashford enya peke Jesse number 14 Rooney Bargi ebehye Barca Jesse number 19 na Chesney a register wafa Jesse number 25 we ene hyehyɛ ya Barca 4 enso aye 4 omo new players no mo Jesse number sa omo enso ebe yusu Jabi Alonso Real Madrid omo manager say wonya gidie e France omo midfielders mienu no mu Chouameni ene Kamavinga omo mienu wa trust wo mo pass afewe omo very pivotal en fifin adwuma de omo mienu na ebegina ho de amamado do manim ho na okọ anim ho nso a say no ya tesa 2 strikers 2 attackers and a Jabi Alonso ebebo na players are fighting for South 2 slot no Rodrigo Brahim Ada Gule, Hendrick, and Gonzalo Garcia. Players be on her position, no, cemented dada. Kylian Mbappe, Vinicius Junior, omo de there, omo ebebo. enti apart from omono ho am biem na ebe start Rodrigo Brahim Adagula Hendrick Gonzalo Garcia monso air fight for a place ewo Jabi Alonso ne team no mum ewo Real Madrid asuye and Arsenal banko fa kensie Villarreal ekọ shom by 3-2 wey Mikel Arteta and the team now sesia omo 4 the upcoming season na ebisa Mikel Arteta say omo small boy ne dey ade doorman and a ball akola ne boy no na ehu ye papa na the talent no hu ne saying abema ne more chances and also akola ne de enra obedazzle ye am obi an agent so obe deserve a more playing time munyentie nsema Mikel Arteta e de tuja.
Well, he continues to impress without a doubt. The impact he had in the game again today, the efficiency that he shows in every attacking action, it's incredible. So again, he deserves to have chances, and if he continues like this,
Mikel Arteta, the Gunners Arsenal for a manager and a turning cano. We so an agent near Ban Hospital as well, performing Kratos Sima, Yebape, Chelsea. And Central for Shemu Corso and Nanapa, Enzo Mariska Wakasa, Eddie Afa, William Estavao. Oh, somebody on the tuja na can sempi Edefa Nicholas Jackson Wesley Fofana Kokupra da ben na Oba na o managing is saying na other players are o me prano or the sempi Eddie Atujanti Kwaba na ye de more Eddie Abremo Momienko Ban Hospital na yen form kratwo kakra bi.
Krachi, unemubwa unkoisha Dr. Ban uye den wa ha. Unye no mpemu ya de no wanko Dr. Ban jinse be.
Laka. Hey, bye-bye. Yes, I go. What?
So good afternoon, sir. This is my father. We come from Nigeria, and he has issue with the leg.
The leg broke?
We don't know.
No, it broke. Ow! Me, I'm a specialist about bones. I will deliver you now. Then you go to Nigeria back.
Krachi, unemubwa unkoisha Dr. Ban uye den wa ha. Unye no mpemu ya de no wanko Dr. Ban jinse be fa. Onu pe de ni dompe na dodo wuda dompe mbe wagodo empem. Wotimi hwehwe dompe santi ni dompe wa bebo wunsem. Wose ya de bebe de nyuma paso so ani nyame kra na meka. O no mpemu nim de ono na ye expect nya zanfo no. O akra any Kumasi no mpemu expect yen kan kire.
Yes, sir. What are you doing? You are not specializing when it comes to bone issues. You are not specializing in bone healing. Hey, you know that the man can someone called Dr. Bango. Then this guy's got one of me. Oh, but you know, look, you know, say Dr. Ban is the best when it comes to bone issues. Well, Doctor, please, you came to look for Dr. Ban, isn't it? This is not the right place.
But he brought us here.
Listen to me. I am taking you to Dr. Ban.
But you have a Ban Herbal Hospital. Now, no person say you will be free three so busy when I say. You shame your winning in a 2 I say. Mammy, dear, and I'm over Bumway, and no good tapuma, who sees ya chia. Who could to J, when a man is sick, crack. Man, ya walk can say, Papa, ya walk can say, the could to J, and no one be coming. Bow wa, yen tenasima could to J, a kumobi. Bow wa could to J, you bit 2 I say, I'm a Niger, a year pay. It is ready a one son any ye. When it does win in answer, the woman near cancer. Mr. Wako Bobo and answer one Wama, ties up power, name will be say pain. Branaya de Yenche, yet I have been taken a better so. Yanko Padum, I find a better so. Nkaseni numpena etetina eha dwene nyina no Yankopa duni nyina beto ato a ama numpeni nyina aye kama
Papa actually Papa Papa is working. Let me hold you here. No, don't hold me. Papa is working.
Herbal Hospital. Specialists in every kind of bone disease. Spinal cord, swelling of the arms, arthritis, bone injury, swelling of the leg with reddish color around it, and so on.
Ediana eteti wo, ediana ama wo yura wo, ediana ama wo ni da so asa, ba wo ho a ani da so wo ho, ba ye wo Accra ye wo Spintex Road 18 Junction, Kumasi ye wo Atonsu Agogo Government Hospital na nimu a, ye numbers yi na egu asi freye, adie bi e kire wadwena na se ye wo bi eteti obi ano, ye beboa ma yaruo ni nyina ase atu ama nkunimde awie peye. Ma me emfa ho ne ba bi a wo free ba papa. No kwasam se ene wiase afana nyina ni Nigeria ne Ghana ha ene ba bi obi a wona bi fra brochire bi fri hen e ba ba so yeye enti ba bi a wo no panifo se adidie kwan nwa ba bi a wo bia fo woni kire ba ya so yeye ha na wo ba ya so yeye ha sebisebio nya fe ne kwabrane ba be twe wo nan ne tenten bia maame papa ye de ahaban keke ena nyankopon adom ye de beto so na numpene kasa ni babi a cheche bia na haban betenetene ni nyina kama ba yarwena
Ban Herbal Clinic.
Fontsna kan 3.3. Kessben Kumasi. Yen call Liverpool so ye make say Darwin in esa Liverpool atono ama anasa. Onam kwem akwa Germany ho na ne medicals no akwa yenti Darwin in es enam kwanso a akwa Germany akwa anasa ne medicals na nsana watimi adjoin omo e pre-season. Sika na Liverpool enya no womo show interest our Bradley Bakola mu ono nso ebo e Emma Paris Saint-Germain. Liverpool ebe make bid e de afa player no se PSG accept ya omo so sika no omo de be chase Rodrigo a ono nso si na kan e de Emma Madrid one transfer e betimi Astrogasa Darwin Nunes Elko Al Nassr se bibia totomo dia Liverpool epe Bradley Bakola as replacement and then PSG ebe fa Rodrigo ono ebe shena nine e wo PSG omo enso aso ye yento aso enko ye Chelsea aso ye Leslie Ogochukwu enya joining Ballon on a permanent deal. Say transfer no o mawie bibia yetete say 20 million pounds no no sika Chelsea for and Sakai Sana Leslie Ogochukwu omo enso ejano Magiu formerly of Barca about Chelsea no any man fire on also Cologne e was Sunderland so yeah one full season and on also akobọ e de ama Sunderland anopa ya Enzo Maresca any media na shia na the person as they be selling say Chelsea mu new boy William Estavao maybe handle the same and also ne kwansa akwada no ye man pressure or you very young o share the first time e wa America Club World Cup na ball do ni mu bo mo nya nto boase e ma no pressure mo ntie Enzo Maresca.
No, for me the biggest mistake we can do with him is to put him under pressure in terms of he's very young, he needs to adapt. I met him for the first time in USA when we played against Palmeiras. He's a fantastic player, he's very young, he's happy boy, he's always laughing, typical from Brazilian guy, and we need to keep him happy.
Yeah, it was Hato. I was asking the
Sorry. No, for me the biggest mistake.
We Enzo Maresca on William Estavao. If you saw on Lakers on Nicholas Jackson, Otna and our co-manager, not the mind.
We need a striker, and he's obviously a very good striker. Obviously Chelsea wouldn't let him go on the cheap, but would you prefer him to stay this summer to fight for his place? And how do you think he's dealing with so many reports linking him to Newcastle, to etc.?
No, Nico is okay. It's okay. I think, as I just said now, when the window transfer is open, unfortunately or fortunately, anything can happen. So this also involved.
We Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca on Nicholas Jackson. Our confirming say Levi Colwell, Chelsea almost a centre back no akopra na onim the exact data obe returning tien twan kakra na afi or the details no ebeba Levi Colwell Club World Cup we now are very very instrumental e Chelsea kwamofa so ejeye defend na akopra Enzo Maresca e confirm ye ade emaye enra Chelsea omo bi akonya man supporters ni bi ba Stamford Bridge omo de omo trophies ema eneme ma de kire ye no Chelsea ede omo Club World Cup trophy no eko museum Chelsea Museum ho and as I say Club World Cup no omo enso edi akwakosinti time omo edi trophy no eko led by captain and amo he ewo Kessben television so Terry James na edi trophy na akwakosi Chelsea omo enso a museum Mark Kukuyera wati ase sale contract no obe extend edi ama Chelsea omo e collab no very soon announcement ebe basa Raskuku contract no wa 3-3 mu edi ama Chelsea Nicholas Jackson omo low one price no 80 million pounds okay the Sessikana omo beti ase Emma Nico Jackson and so join o club no Jamie Carragher say Chelsea world champions nenso ohun safuwe Premier League no omo ebetimi age e de free Liverpool omo ensem wey en ensem Jamie Carragher e de etujwa Chelsea Leicester omo na come Premier League no former players omo are registered for the upcoming season no player na wanya ban Mikhailo Mudryk Nidin eka Tima Chelsea present for the upcoming season. Brighton akache Manchester United say omo midfielder Carlos Baleba na omo peno no omo emfa ye 100 million pounds 90 plus 10 emra and sana midfielder we omo ejano sonko sinakan Emma United Carlos Baleba ne de waka yes United onya obebo na nso aka say Brighton for United for no and so ebe we got for other Roma kwa focus on some edoso AAP Jadon Sancho or alternative say Inter for enya Ademola Lookman on say Sancho na omo ebetimi afa no oheneba ebeba not local at us no mko focus on some dey
okay
God for the FNC
Montana Tony Yemfa NC ha na afei me na me ho kakra emramene otwea Herbal ebedi enkomo na yeba na afei yebe bibie stories no mu kakra enso de amamo Alex Atrase ono enede otwea ho nkomo every and anopay. Let's say,
said you already young Pongus with me anopay.
And then go asipa.
No question.
Boy, and come then echo.
Said you, Mamma was anopay should be while Quenya Sonqua with the mammy, oh, if he decay so. Na many brain, I menchia ashefo, and yet for almost waje brain no more shay no mutie, oh, Kessben FM and Kessben television, so. Na minimisa anopay dear, yet naha, a benada. Ene ya wadabia na ubia awe na so na utien sempa Divine Hope Herbal Center yakofa aduru e friend wotwea Herbal pada abano na yaso ye kese wo Kumasi Hamakru abusuakru wa junction no na ubia ye krado etien sempa ye wo mu anopa biara sejo anopa yi de meka kire madofo ne se obia nka na kuma ento ne yem yade de ya na se yade ebebowa na atunu ene ensem bebre yede nipa chinchini obu okra ba bi on pese wo bekono na yede no awura ho na yade bebre ne se kanipa na bani padua so a emani padua ebeye mmere se ye ahoden a yenya ko yenwuma so ana se ahoden a yede gina brane se bema ewo mpem ana oba yede ko yenwuma so ne se yade bi atise sisi yade abetena wo so nes one nura ye ho anura nes still ya de chew so na wo je ho anye de a adura me kanfo ama wo anopai eye wotwea Herbal pada orofui se wosisi ye wo ya wo je ho anye sisi na sugar sisi na jonku emu huma nyina atwetwe de a hwehwe wotwea Herbal pada akiri kwan na wonya wotwea Herbal pada yi bia wo frɛ ye se misisi no eye meya me de na tena me so mfie no mfie nsia mfie dunie na die na meye no meye oba na makotobi meye bema na menya sisi ya de ben na mefa so a menom no eno de eya ne hia me eno ntina me se ye numbers yi me kasa no ma mo hwe screen no ana television no ana Facebook no bon se ye numbers no ne miensa nyina egu ase odofo fa ne frɛ mu biara ne miensa de obefrɛ bia ye beje wo so na wakire mu akire wo se e bia me de misisi yade no atena me so be mfie nso mfie nwotwe mfie du ye bekire wo kwanya wo befa so a wo benum otwea Herbal pada yi na awrade tumi nti wo so benya ayaresa afiri sisi yade no ho na wo ye bema na sisi yade ebetena wo so a mese wona ma wo nse e ma na bochenku na wotwam no wo nse wo mapege wo nsa no ma yin nsa ne se mienu e wo soro e de akire wo eno na wo beka se e bia e ma na de wo samba ene ema wo ni nyina ne se be me wo kompema wo sesi anu agam enti Mr 2 minutes sa na da wo so na wunim ntia wo ben ma na wo be say yes wo tinsem bia etise orofo se wo su koko ene haw koko ama wo pese woni koko timi mo bi widiem ehye no koko eya amaman ene kofa sa de iba na se koko ba enipa so a esisi ni pantinim na ede yade nyarowa bebre atu enipa so orofo se koko yade atena wo so ache waye nura no num no atwetwe bia enso still koko yi woje wo ho a enyi mfiri ho wo bi de agunanim eno na meka se ma na se bi bebre wantwi ponso a ontimi mpie ni nyina se koko age nanim aboso abrante te compound house ontimi ngoro no humpo na kan singlet ni nyina ne se koko age ni padua no aboso obi kwan ni minim eno nti da bia se ma meka ne se worofo wo kwan wo minim ama nkoko wo fie hu anu mo pe ba bia fa ni nyina ne se takra watu a orofo waduro eye baako pe eye wotwea heba pada na wunya watwea heba pada ni bia wo se media koko na medi treaty orofo aduroi enka enyanwono aduroi susu enchiri hwe de echira ne se obeto na de akogu mpaase na wadropum wo se media menom wo de wotobia frɛ wo se media ne koko yade ekwan be na mefa so a menom no ye benya brani a kyerɛw kwanya wo befa so a wo benum aduro no ama koko a abetena wo so se wo de na gu ni padua mu widie mu mpa ni nyina be progu na wo so wanya ahoden afiri koko yade a etete wo no wo ye bema so na koko betena wo so cha efrimfie mienu mfie miensa kono na wo so ma no wonama na wo peje wo nsa mienu ni se kyerɛw se tuisuo no ni nyina ne se Mr 2 minutes wo mu adwuma e wo mpem be men mesi se wo ne wo ba hia wo gina ho ma wiase mema nyina enti ye di asema ye wate na wo be di asema ma ye amema age wato mu dia abra wakosina ni mu dia na aduro no ye wotwea heba pada anope said ye weda no aye no na watwi busumi said ye weda no eye no o ma ye maamem no ye papa no no ye nwan mun bi obunso sebi o mutu asintini no ebesi wo munantu ho no etwi wo mu edin no ye siatica edin we de bia meka se me de papa odofo yi obi tina se ne so wo sore obunso otu ahwe watena se no obunso o sore nan aye titiriti wo se ananse acheme wo danyane no wo sore a wampa de bia nso ma wo sore free kete so a enyeye ni nyina ne se entini no emu sisi ma moganya kwan eni afurusane ewo nipadua nim orofo ne sentini ne musisi dia ekofo hawo bebre ene brewo de weda ye die metu minwan mo fo se anwa aduane ne yensusu bebre enwa aduane ne yensusu bebre edura wo se wonya wonom a ebe cleanse ntini ne mu ama wo no eye wotwea heba pada na wonya bia eye ntini mu adwuma ntini mu asisi no ebetwi afam se de sebe ya gates na atwoku no ne yeyim no ebetwi afam na emogya na nya kwan adire furusane ewo ntini mu wodofo no wagye ho afiri yade a eye siatica ho afei awo aba wedai ye nya sasabro ewo ye so no yeduro ye wotwea heba pada wate sasabrofo ni nyina kope wotwea heba pada wo frem ya wo se medie no eye sasabro na medi treaty wodofo ye be kire wo kwan a wo be faso a wo be no wotwea heba pada no obi to wotwea heba pada bako wo se medie manhu hwe wodofo edurei obi enu a watobia wanhu bibi na emmum directive se wo ho ne se wo to afrɛ ye be kire wo kwan a wo be faso a wo be no maduro no wonnom to aso na wotwe miensa yade a atena wo so ache no anopa anwumre nonom sama me ubon se yade no ebefiri ni padua ni mu nyina akɔ na wo so wagina brane anya hoɔde se oba ana bema odofo bia kyekyere ne nsa amenya ka kyerɛ ne se ni BP no ekosoro maami yi se pe utie mi menua ba menua bema se wo BP no ena kosoro de a edura wo hia eye wotwea heba pada wo se media no ye pressure ekwan be na mefa so a menu maduro no amama de me ho afiri yade etise hu odofo e pressure ba wo so a edin sunsun so bebre ena brew na pressure ba wo so wo wu ba emo wonkaye etise de wakonya nkwanhia no ba emo wonkaye yesa odofo wo ye bema pressure to so a utimi ba ye mmere ewo mpam na no na meka se obun se mmere bi wo ho a mboche timi tu hwini mu a na etu no eno ne wan pedro bi te se wotwea heba pada anonom ma pressure na ekosoro no wo de na meto no mama wa ebre bi beduru mogya ne entu bio na atwa wato ho obekɔ hospital obekɔtwa scan wo tirim no doctor ka kyerɛ se o papa no o maame no odofo yi wanya internal bleeding a lead would work stroke no odofo no na da bia meka se entwen ma stroke no emeto wo so ansa entwen already 2 minutes stroke no mpo wanya bi na wo da fom a odofo bi anya bia kɔtɔ wotwea heba pada box no nyina efama na mam already 2 minutes wo be sɔre agina nanam wo so odofo pressure ba nipa so a etimi ma oti dwa gagaga adwuma wo ye nipa ntebere no wo bo ne de sia na watebere wo nante kwa ha ni ha ya wo nse wo tie so no wakoma wo je wo ho anye eno na mehu se sanyade wei anase sansunsanso wei ebite wo so ama pressure no de wo ho ane dia wo mpe wotwe Herbal pada akiri kwan a menima duru a wo kwohwehwe odofo eduru wei ne bo enye den box ni nyina hye mu 50 makomako 50 eye 500 Ghana cedis oba asoye ho na odofo hwehwe wotwe Herbal pada ibi na yade bia wo treat no se wo de ya pressure osa ene da wo so a wo de wo frɛ ye be kire wo kwan a wo be fa so wo be num aduro no ɛho de hia me ye abra me kase ya no fa ye numbers na egu screens no so se wo hwe Facebook se wo hwe television no fa ye numbers no na frɛ wo se media ne yade wei enam di treat na wona agye bre na omunya adaje frɛ numbers no ye kire won kwan a won be nom na adanse a eba no ebro adwene ne entiaso so abrantie bi koda acha yesima aduasa no asɔre no abedwonso acha wo se dwonso no o dwonso so wotin kase bi akana ya ase dwonso no wachima nsa na aba obi wo obewie bu nse be box ehye ne nyina na animu afɔ be men we bon ka yese wo benya nsunsuanso bi e frɛ no prostrate no o how bi beba ho eno na be ma wo nsunsuanso bi etise ya woduru wo hia eye wotwe Herbal pada nunum bi ma me wate ma prostrate na abeto so no enya wo na wo so gina brane se be ma na nyese bre bi beduru ma be men ye de rubber abeto be manim ne ye de rubber to be manim a adwuma be ma se so wo bɔ no wanhwa wo ntimi mmɔ anhwa abrantie bi wanya oba wo suru awurade na abrantie bi akɔbɔ sa adwuma no ama odofo wo duro ye wotwe Herbal pada abra wo hu se prostrate ekeka ne ho ɛwɔ ho sa so na abrantie bi wura dwaye na obɔ bra wo wura no ho wo dempe ono ankasa gina hwehwɛ mu a na sɛbi wɔhwɛ ne bɛma ɛsɛn ne nantem a wobɛhu sɛ ato ne ne agyaadwo na wotwa adwo bɛma wei meka sɛ ɛnyɛ mpaibo sɛ nyɛ spiritual team bi ɛna abɛtena wo so ɔhaw bi ɛna abɛtena wo so de a odofo wo duro ye wotwe Herbal pada wo hwehwɛ wotwe Herbal pada ibi wo frɛ wo se me de me bɛma na fon atwea kom ayɛ ketekete ayɛ lengelenge ayɛ sekreyan ayɛ sestra ye bɛkyerɛ wo kwan a wo bɛfa so a wo bɛnum wotwe Herbal pada no ma bɛma na wura ba yirima na ɛwura ba na ma extra energy sɛ bɛma na wo kosini animu a wotima apem akɔ animi sɛ ɔsa na abɛtena wo so woduro ye wotwe Herbal pada hwehwɛ bi na no ma me wate wodofo sɛ wo no num a ɔsa yade abɛtena wo so no nyina ebe free ni padua no so akɔ na wo so wanya ahoɔden wodofo yi wo de ne ye sugar wo yɛ so sugar level no ɛkɔ diabetes no wanya na hwehwɛ wotwe Herbal pada wo frɛ ye wo se me ye no me treat ɛyɛ sugar no yɛ se ɛkɔ soro ɛkwan bɛn na memfa so a menom no na sɛ yɛ kyerɛ wo kwan a wobɛfa so anom a wonom acha yɛ na wotwe miɛnsa awurade tumi ne na hoɔden a wɔma so wotwe Herbal pada ho nti odofo wo so bɛnya yaresa aduro ne yɛ wotwe Herbal pada gene ho mena enemirem gene ho mena ɛwɔ Ghana ha gene ho mena amano ne nyina no ɛsia omu bɔfa aduro yi ho no ɛnya do easy odofo hwehwɛ bi neto bi ma me wate takoradefo nko aa mensa wobɛnya bi atɔ hɔ ɛdosofo no monko win Herbal ɛyɛ madam Linda kɔto dan no ho na ɔno so ne ne ma no hɔ wobɛnya dosopuo no atɔ ɛwɔ hɔ Gapsin pharmacy ɛwɔ Kofodua wobɛnya bi atɔ Beno pharmacy ɛwɔ Kofodua hɔ wobɛnya bi atɔ Quimbomune ɛwɔ Rich Junction wobɛnya bi atɔ Jeff Herbal ɛwɔ Mankasim wobɛnya bi atɔ Mumuni Away Enterprise wɔ wa wobɛnya bi atɔ Dr. Clement ɛwɔ Blekum wobɛnya bi atɔ ɛwɔ hɔ saa so na wo adumu a betima ko museum wo se wo hwehwɛ brɛima no twa rubber stamp original one wobɛnya bi atɔ ke wɔ hɔ so ukɔ Simon Phones ɛne ke wɔ Methodist no ɛne di animuhwɛ school no wobɛnya bebre atɔ ɛwɔ hɔ yɛsue yɛ kɛseɛ no wɔ Kumasi Amakro abusuakuru wa junction ke wɔ Blessed Road Christ so wɔ hɔ wobɛnya bi atɔ Colina Ferdinand ne nyina wokɔ hɔ a wobɛnya bi atɔ odofo hwehwɛ wotwe Herbal pada na wo frɛ ya wo se yade wei ɛna me di treat yɛbɛkyerɛ kwan a wobɛfa so wobɛnom no ɛma na yi muntie yɛnya mumu mudeɛ no sɛ menses ne ntimi ma fibroid ɛna abɛtɔ wo yam odofo wodeɛ no ɛyɛ wotwe Herbal pada na saa ma no mumu mfa nsuo na bɛnom nti muntie ne ye wonya bi na wo se medeɛ no menses ma medeɛ no ɛyɛ fibroid yɛbɛkyerɛ wo kwan a wobɛfa so a wobɛnom no mede ma no si no woyɛ bɛma deɛ ma ɔba ɛnka agyei ɛwɔ mpam na aduru a wobɛtima ma ɔba ka agyei wɔ mpam no ɛyɛ wotwe Herbal pada ɛnkɔfa cha na nuro no na wowie a mfie num wanhwa ɛnsɔre bio hwehwɛ wotwe Herbal pada wowie a frɛ yɛmfa kibi ɛnka ho numbers ne yɛ 0591 56 55 57 0591 56 55 57 0551 22 82 81 0551 22 82 81 ye twatwo no ɛyɛ 0550 63 9037 okay Ochia Herbal pada yɛsi egya ne hyewa wa ena obeba Sergio
last warning. Okay.
Matias Sergio
Tria Herbal powder ijanusua wa ena obeba mo friend numbers no na mo ne omo endi enkomo baby o tria obia no ko na kope bi enso eto Francis Nadiwe free old Ningo Abraham Anopay. Listen to your show live this morning. Keep the fire burning. Any update on Javi Simons to Chelsea? I still want to hear from Dr. Franco Naro. Please, I'm Francis old Ningo. O message and makai a free hono. Maminko Michael free Ablekuma Michael. I was listening to a podcast on another network, and it was how the late Mino Raiola influenced players' decision and sending them to clubs that suit both his clients and team. Classical example was Ibrahimovic to Juventus when he had juicy offers from Wolves, but this time around, football agents are now concerned about the money and not the welfare of the players. What is your crew's take on this? Michael Ablekuma, Odi Abraham and Anopay, I don't know. Greetings to you all. Ma yemfa and also NC ha choco brandy the odi eba and minima de say debi ma hokra. Don't you think Nicholas Jackson's situation at Chelsea is a big gamble that Chelsea needs to play it well? Given his current market value, if he stays and develop, or João Pedro outperform him next season, is it likely his market value will reduce significantly? We know Montana de Tony in some of the buy, and home messages and Amode say marvelous Edway Efri Nzima and Yinasi and so and Abeka and Anopa. Don't you think Nicholas Jackson's situation as Chelsea is a big gamble that Chelsea needs to play it well? Given the current his current market value, if he stays and delap or João Pedro outperform him next season, it is likely his market value will reduce significantly. Okay, the Yama Unsa Wama Yensa Aka and so I don't know. Me kwa figure na George Mashewudi. Please, can you say the Ivorian team of 2006, 2008, 2010, 2012, with full stars, failed to deliver? George, if you just say, the abetum and the anopay, no. Okay, you have also be aware there.
Oh, Madam General. It has some Jim, Ben Dane. Minor Areho Nipa Ubia Bottom.
Yeah.
Hard dream power, but
serious
20 in your chest.
Yes.
And some Tiana. Baby, I will come. And in area. What can we do?
Yes. Near Iraho. I will teach her the best of the Ababusia. Yeah, Axia, Aquaman for whom Papa Baku and yes.
General Chese, who pierce him no one, Tiasi. I'm sorry if you are crabber, may call Boasia Basisia. I'm sure going to be in some 30 minutes. That is our quaba. Korea Sebi, Botona, Yasisa.
Simple. It's about to 2 minor and say no, a hard drink. Nkadabe Dunsia or so. When it's not 2 months. I will send Pankodan. What you think in the cry? Say a car can share you.
Enchi Road.
Enchi Road. Oh gosh. Susa Nipa to Totosa. A man in the here Bible.
Yeah. Need serious prayers.
All right. I mean, for Busiani Nina, Omonchire, Omore, yes.
Metizo Maneboa, my Dini Bakro.
Yeah.
Sena many Baba who pay and no.
Wow. Simple. Nyame
nim de oye.
Yes.
Na
if you go on the buy, then change and I beside. Social media na me share na ko hu. Me madam fu Mr. Sapo. Dr. Sapo.
Dr. Sapo.
Ne yere. Oh, come. E ho ana many.
Interestingly, and run up before the program. Na me ni Miki dinko mo bi na Dr. Sapo once in Bemu. We're talking about Captain Smart.
Okay.
My experience with him, and through that they called Dr. Sapo on the fee. That time no ye mayo. Yeah, cause I said na better ye program. Not just what was about Charlie.
Why? If you need to buy anything, and I call. All right. Yeah, shake a cry. You will to teach your rain crank.
General, I can't bear 1 week view. The Sunday, na Premier League, you know, I start here, Nessa. Nature say, fancy roughly Sunday by week, na Premier League in started. Inti transfer na ni mugusu dika and some friendlies ekoso. On the lighter side, Arsenal lose to Villarreal. Now once again, Gyökeres featured and he went blank. Like when to me and Twatna Enra game nimu. Amam for Ashasiye can semu bisansem say Gyökeres ebeko yi ni die. Unfortunately for him, around 76 minutes, a penalty by Natchez were free. And into Captain Odegaard and a ball penalty in share. Some 2 games in friendly games he has not scored. Ateta say there's no cause for alarm. And Bebre Suso Uti fans in the social media among Fofuze and Rihanna Akoyeka. But I think it's early days yet. Ushe guy na ankasa Otie Tuyawo ni team no. The focus in the BBA, probably they are all part of the reasons he hasn't settled with Arsenal into Munyabutre. Gyökeres will come and come too early.
Yeah, early this year.
Microphone suspect say be failure. And the only problem is a twasu miensa and naya na face onye mentally stronger. No ankasa no. Obeshasi adwendwen say the moment you lose the psychological battle, it affects you so much. Until let's hope say goals no start come good. General no pay Manchester United for us ako PM or Germany mem Leipzig. Na utiem komo na omo hwe anim ze enne omo betuma wie Benjamin Sesko enkomodie no na chese deal no omo wie bibia obi anim ze na 2-horse race between Newcastle United and Manchester United. Newcastle last offer Mudukoeneso United but the boy says he wants Manchester United and not any other club. To United for nano na mibisandi wa say nkrofon sem no mo keka say United for omudumano ne kotu mu keke omunye serious. I was asking him say enobemma kwabrania full plane every English abrochima makodru Germany akotrase akosinkonye bra wonye serious. Transfer market no is so dicey and so tricky. It is or you're careful and some you misinterpret some of them. And there is a Nema Kukoya, maybe by the close of today or tomorrow, Benjamin Sesko will be a Manchester United player. Now, still at Man United, Omar Kubisa, Brighton and Hove Albion, and Rana Maker say after the Benjamin Sesko deal, the next thing will be Abrantia Usinakai, Edema Brighton, Carlos Beleba, the Cameroonian international, Numa Hesum Binyana. But General, me assure say, Upesa Oko Brighton Akofa player, Bisa Chelsea for a so show Sapomun so ye, because Omunim Dread Dinumbe Dijana Manefi. Don't forget, Sir Moise Caicedo. More than £4 million sterling. They sold him to Chelsea at £115 million sterling. As you speak, over Carlos Baleba, our 3 years contract remaining. The additional option say amano another 1 year extension. So they still have the bargaining chip firmly in their hands. It is up to United. The issue is that
assuming say United me wie Benjamin Sesko deal now. What it means is say United in 3 major signings they spent about 200 million pounds sterling from Matthias Cunha and then Abrantia, a friend of Benjamin Sesko and Mbuemo. General, it's going to be financially difficult for Man United to finance this deal unless those boys now on Ombenya means ejo omokwamo mako. Nanu nenra Abrantia be a friend of Iron or English Abridge my Manchester United fan kesiye also akwako be an appeal for fund site. Our place will raise sika Edeboa no mudikoto Abrantia and Idini Carlos Baleba. No send a target here 120 million pounds sterling. Or here ni say Manchester United fans be donate or say what went to graduate to your 20 pounds just to make sure they ombe raises sufficient funds. And no pay check in so far £0 and when ya Biang Sikaba Kukra Enkumu. It's quite unfortunate over there, but that is how at that level or more any museum bit my raising funds no media koboa. General Abrantia and Dini Bradley Bakola. And Kreba okay mami Darwin Nunes. Darwin Nunes he said there Wababe Al Hilal player. Liverpool aton Darwin Nunes Edinama Tima friend Al Hilal for some 46.3 million pounds sterling. What they tune say near Obeka say Liverpool financially omaboka kakra ewo Darwin Nunes because they spent some 64 million pounds sterling and omode koton within those 2 seasons or ball some 143 matches scoring 40 league goals at the moment. But if you are talking about all competitions, 260 with 104 goals and Darwin Nunes Liverpool atono edramana asechene say Tono matono for some 46 million pounds. No, as I'm a Liverpool, omo coffers ni mo yede. It means that omo immediate target, I friend Alexander Isak, I ne Newcastle for GDS Abrantia no, onye part of the team to training alone. He can't train with them whilst they sort out his transfer. Don't forget, Liverpool the 110 million pounds sterling a call. I'm a Newcastle for Abu Sikana Tuogu. They still saying that they want 150 million pounds sterling. Will Liverpool agree, be ready to pay? Because they need 46 million pounds sterling. Probably yes, in terms of financing it, they can do it. But the name said it didn't come out her say, Omudo money be Paris Saint-Germain, no mako akofa Abrantia friend Bradley Bakola. Omuso ono na omudi ne ba be replace Diego Jota. Unya ne baby ko PSG is open. So mbejano kwa mama Bakola ako. But what PSG is looking at and say Sampampa ombeja Bradley Bakola kwa India, then they will go to Real Madrid. No mako akofa Abrantia friend Rodrigo. The goals ababeshe na 9. Interestingly, Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur, the 2 London clubs, and so any break so mbeko Real Madrid akofa Rodrigo edino aba. But they want yes from Rodrigo before they will approach Real Madrid. You know, in the transfer market, clubs don't just get upset or why not the bid Nico. I just saw the kind of player ne kasa na unyane word and san wako. I had to say okoye oba ho ade anasa opeso okoware oba. Eye den a say odi kan ne oba ne kasa na ogitum so apene so obeware ansa no afansan ne sika. That is a stage where Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur in their pursuit of Rodrigo. Rodrigo nka yes in Arsenal. Onka yes in Tottenham Hotspur. Arsenal is still talking to him. Emma Renfi said Real Madrid intentions are clear. Say Rodrigo is surplus to requirement. He has some just 96 minutes in the entire Club World Cup at Real Madrid. And Xabi Alonso he's not a key member of his squad and he wants him to go. Real Madrid rating around 70 million pounds sterling. And I'm sure Rodrigo profile in the pedigree. Now the Toto Hugo Etikitemo, Florent Vitz and Benjamin Sesko, Jokares I think that 70 million pounds sterling is a good bargain for any team. Obenya Abrantia or a friend Rodrigo at that amount. Now no idea a free Rodrigo as you at the eba. General Liverpool say sikano de ebi wo nto munye omadwin so mu di agro. Ukope Bakola no mosa kofa Abrantia or Alexander Isak as I become already attack. Then you agree with Awal say I think it no omo prepare omo no mkoto.
Yeah.
As a they rush in buying him because clearly looking at the signings they are doing, it really shows say no minimum so many these signings are Kebia Oman Rashi Bibri. Let me go finally on predictions that started Herbal. Say Sunday week and I've been started Premier League now. The transfer window is still on. Then there are two great footballers and other legends. Nititriu, a Premier League Hall of Famer, and of course, Premier League's all-time top scorer, Alan Shearer, and ordinary predictions near the buy. Joe Cole, and so the need buy. Then Owen Hargreaves, and then the buy. Joe Cole say or share signings. No hit teams now who are there or GDC team no best league, Liverpool.
Yeah.
We're placing Man City second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth. Now Joko GDA say Manchester United will move free 15th, Albert Tosun 9th. Owen Hargreaves, former Man United player, and also say Liverpool beji. Arsenal second, Man City third, Chelsea fourth. It looks like most of them agree say top four Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. In fact, Owen Hargreaves places Man United at 7th position. Alan Shearer at the Man United Ababe to 6. Alan Shearer GDA say United will return to Europe through the Europa League by placing 6. But the match dream says still Omoma transferring to number and because teams no be absolutely no doubt. So any prediction now, the strongest team in the Premier League now will be Liverpool. Near Chelsea acquire the Club World Cup no. Moral bia was so team no so SI strong. Chelsea midfield no, for me say is about one of the solid midfield. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and then Cole Palmer. 3 midfield no, because in Caicedo, they have solidity in front of the centre backs. In Enzo Fernandez, you have somebody who will transit the ball from defense to attack. And Cole Palmer, you have a creator and a scorer as a number 10. So with João Pedro and Liam Delap leading the attack, clearly you see an improved Chelsea side competing very well. Honestly, team I'm not too sure about among the 4 teams from Man City. I'm still not convinced whether City is going to improve from the way in the last season and this season. I've not seen much in terms of City, and I'm not too sure if City will so much improve. So for me, the 2 main contenders as it stands now, it still remains Arsenal and Liverpool, with Liverpool as favourite general.
Okay. Doc. Okay. Mamintiwe, greetings to you all. The world should remain calm. Just one loss for Chelsea at the start of the season. All this noise and hula baloo will end. Santana, Accra, Choco, on the way, Abre. Yanka Hinchro.
We are seeing Teddy. Yamaya Dom, not Chelsea 1 match, or Mulusua. Chelsea for no back, because they might be a Sumbejuno.
Your mouth no be gone. Okay. Intina and so on. Your time for no
Awa. Say you for me, with regards to said your dog Eka on Man City, no. Say you, I still believe say they have what it takes to compete this season. Yes, me say last season I saying why kind of, because at a point in time from October to January last season, say you, now Man City winning only 1 match at a point in time, and no house not the defeat so from one defeat to the other. But quickly, when the league was about to end, how they quickly rose. Ebedu baby cry na kamobeti me Arsenal every the top 2 no mu. Kanye say be not matches na ya benya na nka ye ba we liga ne sa. And ye season now why your transfers in term at least bringing on Tijani Renders and of course bringing on Ryan Cherki and Ryan Aitunuri from Wolverhampton Wanderers. The only position I can right back pair. Because Kyle Walker up till now omunyanya obi a obebo right back no year momo. At a point in time near here mu say Pep Guardiola was looking forward to seeing whether say obetimi enya the Nigerian international I will see a kind Edema Nottingham Forest Mika Ula Aina. But unfortunately, up to now, Onyanko, I don't know the reason why Pep has been so quiet on the right back position. Oh. Interestingly, Manuel Akanji Timibo, but one thing is Akanji is a centre back. He can give you both the right and the left back, but Sergio on that solidity and what you need at those positions. That is why I think Pep Guardiola will need to improve by going for a proper right back. Aobabe Sloto that position. Yes, we all saw how Marmoush started in the last season. Sergio, I still fancy Manchester City being the team to give Liverpool a good chase for their money. Not Arsenal. But Sergio, Brighton, I had opportunity of chancing one of Omo websites Biana about how they do their transfers. Sergio, Omo consultant be a friend Tony Bloom, and Sergio our company be a friend Star Lizard, a statistics company. Na Tony Bloom na nkasa Sergio na oye betting entrepreneur. Ni oye ne so keep statistics. But deal down or into football, having a lot of scouts or more within the system. They travel across, they travel around, make sure some of us search enough fish out for place. So Brighton, any Tony Bloom company no Star Lizard no ever contracts, and that is where a more anonymous agreement are man dead mo obia apart from Mumia Nunkwa. And so that's the reason why you see them going to Independent Valley, ever Ecuador. No more for Enzo said we tier only £4 million. But Oba, only £150 million. They went to Argentina Juniors. Equity around €8 million for the signature of Alexis McAllister. Sold him to Liverpool. Omukotia said you almost £3 million for Kaoru Mitoma from Kawasaki Frontale. Said you Minuka say Al Hilal at the £55 million about still almost your monton. And as a no more ye, how said you must manage your transfers so for those young guys, Emma Omuba within short time no more tomu. That's the reason why they will say Omo £90 million plus £10 million add-ons for Carles Baleba. And said you Modebeji. One for size scanner or farm. And the thing is, almost 3 other clubs will be anye juma. Ubianye juma, bianco down, non cosechi, and on fishing out those talents because they do maybe no. So when Timmy and Yanesa said you, those clubs in the Sana, the Bia, almost the these Europeans, Said you for Rodrigo £70 million, Said you, Rodrigo a boy, English clubber. Said you, you'll be valued around £150 million.
150.
Yes, call ye Ebianca Rodrigo or Tottenham Hotspur or baby, Ebia Bournemouth or baby, Ebia West Ham or baby, and Aston Villa Bina or Copena. Said you Rodrigo £70 million, yeah. Said you near to for Florent Vez money who go ticket. Said you Rodrigo £70 million, yes, KO.
What kind of salary?
Yeah, Nisa.
What checking the salary?
Yeah.
So
one thing is said you may quality or be bringing on the table for you because Rodrigo is extremely a quality player, very decisive. Obekaya 2 years ago, Pep Guardiola made a chase for him, but Real Madrid essence no more project and no more farmer. But Sergio, I think say with £70 million, yes, Sergio. Okay, yeah,
what checking his salaries? So players be brave. Sika do mo so ne kakra.
Yeah. Yes.
Uncle his salary
yeah, and also ewo ho.
Players be brave want me move until can person check no answer.
Yeah.
Ajeni Sancho ne other players. Rashford no me Ganacho.
Yes.
Salaries omo yeah. And I go find 70p but na transfer. Sika involved no.
Yeah.
Be brave I don't know until I say check it. We dey in my area.
Yeah. Eno krepa.
I'm Kevin, watching you live from Scotland. Please tell us Naru. All prominent UK Liverpool sources have disapproved the Liverpool and Bacola transfer rumor. Liverpool say they sold Luis Diaz to create the pathway for 16-year-old sensation Irio Ngoma. Okay. And also anyway by Kevin watching live from Scotland. They also the Abba I don't know.
Rodrigo is on £208,000 sterling a week.
Okay.
£208,000 sterling a week.
Ibium
pa.
and easy.
Ibium pa. nti Madrid bet ne bo no so na so utimi be fa a wage bill kese na free yes players wages was from clubs na ton wa mo so
okay
what you say offer Florin Vate na tikiti mo gije nkete nti omo no club pigam kakra bi man ko duru 150 120 krana okay. So sometimes they say there's a you can the sika na oje na yasem. Rashford will not be under normal circumstance. Rashford is around 70.
Yeah.
What you say? Enka obi to say they call Chelsea. Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho is around 50 million, but 25 million because na he needs so. That's the reason.
Yes.
Yeah.
For a player who is considered as a surplus for Real Madrid to be sold for 70 million is too much. And so they aba I don't know. Yensha we and swear. Good morning. We beg the English press. We don't want any unnecessary pressure on our darling boy Jokeres. He's going to take the Golden Boot Award in the coming season. Sajidima, Nunga Police Station.
You have to hit the ground running.
Yes. Player Obaya instantly. Una penalties. Una hey. I did money expecting more from you.
What you have to hit the ground running.
Okay.
And you're easy cry. Premier League no train.
Okay. Enti Meko na Meko Kofa.
Sorry. Unim say no mo be Ballon d'Or list no.
Okay.
Yeah, they are looking forward to announcing the Ballon d'Or list.
Yeah.
I think this is one season. Ballon d'Or no obi an share de nyin ho na nkomudi no Club World Cup na man nkomudi na yedi before the Club World Cup na is so clear say Ousmane Dembele edia but Club World Cup no ntumi anya adwuma. The good thing for Dembele once again is that one now excelling or Club World Cup they were not his competitors.
Okay.
Omo excelling or Club World Cup no Kupama money omo mkoye no omo nka Ballon d'Or race no uhwema Ballon d'Or race no you talk about Kylian Mbappe if or no the tiano ye Real Madrid near nkoyi maybe Rafinha then you talk about Lamine Yamal. These are the guys. Unfortunately Barcelona was not even at the Club World Cup enti DBC Champions League no madwem say won be could decide. Yes, and never hear any muse or the short list ni beba. But as I sit here, it looks like this season it's a season for a Branty friend Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
Yes, the other performing players are more Paris Saint-Germain team no. They are not so flamboyant. Achraf Hakimi for me no doubt is African best in waiting. We are there Achraf Hakimi. But Hakimi in the PSG setup, untumi mfanen tutu Dembele, notwithstanding the performance. Vitinha's super performance, but Dembele is the star boy. Even their fullback,
Nuno Mendes,
super performance. Onukwado Wasaji laurels.
Yeah.
The French League, the Ballon d'Or, the French League Cup, the Super Cup, the Nations League, Portugal, then the Champions League. About 5-6 titles.
Okay.
But it still looks like Ousmane Dembele. Ballon d'Or, no. Yeah, man, tra individual performance. Yeah, the club performance. You could see say, yeah, you more. Otherwise, near Mbappe here for Real Madrid in his first season, I think that's a individual performance. Nanya club na achievement and how Mbappe bebubo the same Dembele and the small boy Lamine Yamal.
Any argument or analysis questioning the merit of the proposal to extend the GFA's presidential term may fall flat, except for the fact that the broader masses who patronize the association's products are not in support. The public has clearly indicated its gross disapproval towards this move. I suggest the Ghana Football Association president should have a serious rethink and save his image. Mr. Kato Kreku, I urge you to avoid the trait of a typical African leader. No matter how good your intentions may be, some moves are simply not popular. Kindly have a serious rethink and save your image, please. Julian Caesar and Apejaway and so they are brain. Penifo kakra a church Romadrin and the dog as a Uchrewadrin. Yes, as a Uchrewadrin. As a Kunko Wachakra.
Umam Quaya,
and I drink Manfo be Penifo and so they two Jano Yakabane Mukakra and so yet both Hatchofok and Kumasi Santiago in terms of continental trophies, the Champions League, Confederations Cup, and CAF Super Cup. Which team's success carry more weight? Joe Talisca, Bogoso, and Ekukuwe, and so they are Brayen. All right. Zekov Mohammed also saying, Zekov, or say, good morning, boss. Your father or husband leaves home for work on what is supposed to be a routine day. What is supposed to be a routine, and the next hour you are an orphan or widow. But as a Muslim, we have nothing to say than to say inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. From him we came, and unto him shall we return. In fact, yesterday night was so horrible for me. May Allah have mercy on their souls, on the souls of our departed, gallant and dedicated warriors. And may Allah continue to strengthen and protect our President John Dramani Mahama for us in these hard times. Zekov Mohammed, there also the Abraham and Anopei no. Maminsha Alaji Mahama Salia, if you want to bandala, my sincerest condolences to the families of the 8 gallant fallen heroes. The sports industry in Ghana lost a former servant in Dr. Mane Buama, whose first political portfolio was the Deputy Minister for Sports in the government of the late Professor John Evans Atta Mills. May the Almighty Allah be pleased with their gentle souls. May this calamitous catastrophe never happen to us again. Alaji Mama Saleh, everyone Jibanda line, and Ekukuwede Abrayen. Mako ni what? Scientific Herbal Clinic and a Gengiment Dental Clinic. Mark Fankrato Menu Aba. Eba beto aso.
About Niwad Scientific Hospital. A team of medical scientists. I have created a boom near the infidel Maswa, a juma, or a share has it. The share had it. Yes, I'll buy a sabi. Near time a good amount, said the coconon. The moon, you know, to a fiducial. The Mephidio Mushimu, the meal at the potier, the Yarian Breo, Nesamium in Ya, Yarene do in the piano show. The better Yama to Yariasi, what the editing said. See the baby, I said, what to Yariasia, which in 2 ascentem. Open what scientific hospital, Dr. Phobius Yajumani say. And Buna any tanya or what dear Eddie Jumie no, Yenyamu na fe in when Nuakasa, whom my friends have fight to chemicals no, yes, struck same and no, na fan friend no, and for a mount, a be our kidney no, Yaria Bemo kidney no essay, young Kwana Gana ha, yet take a habine, Eddie dialysis, our kidney no say I could do said the Kwanwa. Nyarishemu na nyedi dina for nichiremu ewo ni what scientific hospital bofra ban e boye ama wa diabetes ye di bofra ban ene nyama bi efra e di mawa e be bo ma diabetes na o sugar e cost rupi no eno so aboa ama etinya bafum e bia na wo hwe misisi e na o problem pa e yo mema sem da ba bi wo no a onya tenkan kora so wo ba beda obo so otimi nya hode ne pagya na wo ba ehyemu a ehyemu ana adwo e obo so atese ne be ma no ensore kora e bia na e no bia da so a wo no yo ba na utie me na se eya wo problem ebia na e fiber na kosi a wo no kwan ana wa kwa ya sabia doctor si ensuo be tata on kosi mo ovarian cyst ana se fallopian tube no e na block here obebu okura wo sebo ensisi so ni nyina timi sinyi se wo kwan be ma bia na hunsuo e na wo form nkwa e wo form low sperm count na wo okura be ba be ne hunsuo mo no na emo no be friend spermatozoa no ba kokura we nyina e ha esi awo ho kwan a
na obani what scientific hospital if you dey here you better di am you say problem bi wo no a na yetimi hu aduro na afi aduane ye be kira ho adi pressure ti amo akoma bo periperi asem kura si ofie ti mo amane obi so heme na ne bi stroke akawa to mpemo ye kwa wo ye ba wo so ntimi o kasa na pampan boni bi akire friend halitosis yade ba ko ya no wan bi obi opewase obetimi akade akire wo a ade be di unya o kasa bia na obi atwene hwene o koda na nyimre o da o jonso antentem ye papa mo mpanifo no e free 40 50 60 years e ko ani mo no o prostate na e kese prostate enlargement e ba sa o da o jonso antentem o jonso bebransa na ade ache e mane nka achi eme nkofa catheter ahoma nkoto ba memo abusuafo bi ebere nti manya adaje amo ya de dia nyadidie se ni what scientific hospital Ghana ha de o pa ya sabe ya dia be film die fidie e de twe enubena e na fa ho de ni fra haban mu e de sa o ya de ma wo na e ni what scientific hospital yi wo Kumase Atonsu Monaco Junction ya Dansura Bank no ene bi ene mhwe enkran so ye o ma 7 ye ben Janet Corner dan no 0244 087687. In case you are watching us from any part of the world, whether you are in any African country or you are watching us from Europe, you can contact us on WhatsApp +233 244 087687 or on Google Map. Just type Niwat Scientific Hospital and you'll be given the exact location.
Niwat Scientific Hospital. Nyanko Panda Rumenti Wanoto Ebeba.
Mama baba Gentleman Dental Clinic yedumadi ayedi ane se yebesisi osin na yabo osin ho ban ama wonum enso ate anase osin animonyam so afa ntuma pa efira Gentleman Dental se oba ye clinic wa enema bigri na yeye efa nipa osin ho ene wonum oba Gentleman Dental yeye consultation and examination services problem ben na ekoso how ben na ekoso wonum na fi wa kire anamo a ewo se utufa ho na itimi ebo afi yesan eye cleaning services oba ye profession no na ye friend scaling and polishing se ebia enema bi ahyehyehye esen mu se bi o kasa itimi mapampan ene ade eba mu oba hwa itimi ewo huru wonum eyi sa enema ni nyina edifui esen ase esen tibia na asesa no esan fa na ntuma pa edifura obi wo hɔ na tokuru ato ne semu anase ne se no eso ebubu anase wanya fracture esen ankasa ebu eno itimi eye failing enso so na ye dia mawo anase ebi nsusu na obi wo hɔ wabase ne se no watena se ama esen ase opese utu ne se no eno so ye fe no extraction oba ye extraction service and so you be to seno e di amount afi ebi wo so na ne sen wanya missing teeth ye woni si no ahodo bebre ye frɛ bi se dentures no e ye de utimi ehye na wotimi asan ayi we mu utimi yi na wasan ahye eno ne frɛ ne dentures no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi wo afi ye wo fixed one no anase a ye ta frɛ no permanent one no eno so ye si a untimi entu bi eno e ne frɛ no PFM bridge anase PFM crowns eno ni nyina no oba Gentleman Dental ye ni nyina bi e wo afi so ye wo bi se braces ni ese oseno kwan de dem anase emu atetete bebre eno no oba yetimi ehye braces no within some period na oseno asan akrusu kama na ma oseno atimi ayeden anya ahoden afei obi pese oye teeth whitening o pese odi don hwere bakope eye oseno fitafita te se de o ne bi so da oba Gentleman Dental ye beye oseno fitafita e de amawo how bia eni ho abefo kwan so na ye de ebeye e de amawo afei obi pese o share ne sin gold silver oba Gentleman Dental ni nyina ye Gentleman Dental Clinic ye chia kwan enye yira kwan kura ye wo Koforidua Central Police Station enchen wa babia market no ewo no ufri abron sign na new story building na okọ Central Police Station no Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ewo ho na udru enkran so aye wo nungwa usi nungwa main lorry station hokra na ofra nurse ba ko bra be fawo anase station na chi Authority Street ne so Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ho na Atomic Down do me kwa benya runabout no so ho Gentleman Dental branch no ba ko so ewo ho na udru takwade pipe ano traffic light na ewo pipe ano ho no obefa kwan na ekota disco junction obepa junction no kakra ko wani obo se OGN bank no ewo ho ye ne OGN bank na ne wo the same premises na kachiman so ye wo magazine market kwan no so ho a onsa nifa so ho a Gentleman Dental branch ba ko ewo ho anase opposite AY Ahmed na udru Kumasi Abrepo junction total filling station wa traffic light na anihwe G runabout no ufri total filling station na yabon sign no na edi ho direct opposite to the Methodist school ho na Gentleman Dental ye wo Tamalin so ye wo tishigu ufri ya bronsan na okọ MTN main office ye ne Tamale post office na edi anywhere ye adwuma free eda joada popem eda memeda
yes, but now about the was for the Mamu Kessben television. We a midfield action no menu na ye pg mu DJK8 and so about was for the Amayan. Our money way na yem fem wo Africa stories no emu kakra. Na they not the brain.
Yeah, Sergio, na enwa I was looking at what was transpiring when Winfred Onyeyin Ndidi was leaving England for a trip to Turkey. Na Sergio waha or there are two less step for him say on your championship no. He wants to make a move. Now interestingly, how it happened enwa with Besiktas, he's now joined his compatriot Mika Victor Osimhen. So Winfred Onyeyin Ndidi, the Nigerian international, in a figure around 9.5 million euros. We're making mover Oko joining Besiktas. And so you proper midfielder, injury Hanakakra at a point, honestly, or Leicester City. Meka say one of the best defensive midfielders Africa war at a point in time within the Premier League. No, Oka, not even Premier League and Kasa, Oka list of African players or Musiakai ewa Europa. Untimin bought those best defensive midfielders, no, without say more with Onyeyin Ndidi Edin Ewum. And I think it's a very good move. Of course, Besiktas in the Turkish Super League, no, not very bad because oftentimes Omunya Kwai soft opportunities, ebia Europa League kakra, ebia at a point in time Champions League. So, and I think that for me going to Besiktas, you know, it's not a bad move. Only Victor Osimhen ebe kwa here boom, but even though Victor will be at Galatasaray, so Juventus also now show strong interest for the signature of the Nottingham Forest and Ivorian midfielder Mika Ibrahim Asangari, one of the finest guys from Feyenoord at a point in time near Man United. Mungina make a move, but later on he landed himself at Nottingham Forest team. Honestly, injury ahana kakra. Even over the recent AFCON, your boy, you know, now at a point in time, some of the games crowd to meet in a bench. Even though there were some of them, was here, very fantastic midfielder. Juventus, as I said, Douglas Luiz is likely to be on his way out. That's the reason why they are making that chase for the Ivorian international Meka Ibrahim Asangari. So, Enwa, Chan tournament no etwaso na Enwa. We saw two refined games against Kenya.
Game near 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Game no. DR Congo, Zambia no. 1 p.m.
Yes.
The other game near 4 p.m. Angola
and Kenya. Yeah.
4 p.m. The one person games.
So you kwesi apia blame lack of non-league action ewo omo Sudan no. And so you odikand to just say only 4 days of preparatory works kwa and omonya before say omodi call this competition no. Yes, in that game against Congo Brazzaville, Obia or her game now, to say the Sudanese team was suffering from physical fitness. Ultimately, say guys are not any fit. The likes of Abu Aglamu, Hussein, Walidin, Hidermo, you saw say the fitness level no ever form. Say yo, ntokwa ena about mukrum. That's the reason why league action anyway. And ukra nama some of them 2 class, Meka Al Hilal, Al Merrick. Eko join Mauritanian League no and ukra Mauritania for kra na eboa mo so mo be ma mo that opportunity. And the next game ebe against Nigeria yebenya kwan ehu coach Kwesi Appiah ene ni Sudan Mrantie no in the subsequent games of the Chan tournament na ekoso no Sergio enwa Samuel Eto'o ekushia McBrice the Cameroonian coach no Sergio information about say reconciliatory talks ekoso. Ebe told you say at a point in time.
You win the first time.
We say, but Sergio, but Sergio, when you are significant, kakra, when you are significant, because Sergio, who McBride's appointment na nkasafeka fotono emfoaso. The government led by the ministry and the buy. Or no Samuel Eto'o only did the feka fotono on peneso, but Sergio Niakobane say. SSL reconciliatory talks because many will say next month ya FIFA 2026 World Cup qualifiers bounce back. And Cameroon omu group no say you omu nya na ye papa say omu enye omu na omu ye team omu down top because Kivet and lead that group no. So they need to patch all those differences no because World Cup no very very important for the Indomitable Lions to qualify. Beside that AFCON so ye nimu because August Newomi in just about 4 months time around December share AFCON ase. Apart from that so FIFA World Cup 2026 qualifiers and so I think that for me a very good reconciliatory talks no akoso Obekaya some few weeks ago, told just say coach now resign. Meanwhile, coach now nkasa say and you no ano choro that resignation letter no more kano. So a chiro says sabotage ewo from the Feka foot more tutia the coach McBride. So I think for me say a significant reconciliatory talks no. Akoso said they be on patch the difference a 4 year ahead for the Cameroonian football.
Okay. There's only time now. 90, is it 1990? 91, 92 season. Yes. Edeba Yanimwa. It's only time. Na ane interesting pa. And then we are so no. You better also. Yeah. But when your videos ne pictures no.
Pictures no na.
And what's money?
Pictures no. Videos no the.
All right.
Videos no
the. Today in history and so ebe come home. Na and then 7th August 2025. In the 7th August we are actually years ago in some bay in the CCA matches bay and a course no so make aka matches be na a significant pa Ghana football history mu and na no esi e was 7th August na aka kakra. Joe, there good morning to you and the entire Kessben Sports crew. After watching Arsenal's game yesterday, I think Arteta's style of play is not going to help Victor Gyökeres. Arteta is going to make Gyökeres look like an ordinary striker. He needs to play a system which can favor Gyökeres, and also Saka needs to know that Arsenal now has a striker, so he needs to be cutting into the box and pass the ball more often. Pablo Escobar, Oyibi Aquinas, boy. 2006 batch. All right. And it will be Ekata Teta no.
Pablo can very important. Okay. Too, because Oshe Gyökeres Bobo no two space no running cover. Arsenal for no some prepare ball no be and Bukayo Saka no left-footed left crotchet footer on the right side. Tiabribia no person cutting in Obeboshe. Into feeding him becomes a bit of a problem. Nti amo how a striker no makofan naba no send him be play na suit no nti sa dia ebetumi akoye bibi
Okay. Good morning. Sometimes you sit down and wonder how luck operates. I've seen extremely good players whose careers have been cut short by injuries, but it really saddens me for what James Madison is going through. I wish him speedy recovery. Don Shackles, Ashaiman, and anyway about our James Madison.
Yeah, free Leicester Bayern. Said you Tottenham and Shedan the injury record notes. Said you football it me some way you. Gary Bale at Tottenham. No, Bopa. But do maybe Madrid injuries, even Hazard. Yeah. Hazard. Chelsea. Said you this will be Hazard the pra. But about Madrid injuries on Iron Robin, Chelsea, nay, na injuries no, hano, any Madrid, but Bayern Munich no, injury no at a point in time, call him and me boy pa. So it depends. Play be wa ha, yana, even share your own could feature, said you. Yeah. Said you could feature almost 2 years or more ball. Almost 2 years. I'm for Grey Fino, Black Stars. Since World Cup 22, you come by our ball, Freiburg, said you. That's how it's been. Okay. Injury records to the bia uko club bi na favor to the bia uko club bi na in favor.
Should be to say Chelsea James
Reece James. Yes.
Injuries are harnessed.
Very good player.
Injuries harnessed. Yes. James Madison
I don't go for be a cry aside by say Reece James say any injuries now and go a place now a boy 150.
No, he was one of the best.
Yeah, 150 million.
I'm for everything as the best right fullback in the world, arguably at a point in time.
For me, he was always behind Kyle Walker at his peak.
Sir Franco Nara, how do you name potential Ballon d'Or nominees and somehow leave out Salah? He absolutely deserves a place in that top 5. Still, I genuinely think Mo Salah is the most underrated player the game has ever seen. Let's not pretend our African brothers don't see it. Verily, to him we belong, and to him shall we return. Ghana rumors. My thoughts and prayers are with the families and everyone affected by this heartbreaking tragedy. Musa Ikadi. So they are there.
You know, I'm a Kai, honestly. May 9th, Wednesday, June 3 disaster, 2015, Wednesday. And once to 6 August, so you see a Wednesday.
Oh, I see. And SMP.
A brand know the message in the bar is Libya Mo Salano. In actual fact, I was not doing my top 5. So beside me, say my top 5 nominees for Ballon d'Or. These are the top 5. I go for Ousmane Dembele, Kylian Mbappe, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal, and then Mo Salah. I'll add Mo Salah to the list.
Okay.
That's my 5. Yes.
The biased position taken by the chairman of this super show is too much. The excitement on your face when you hear any good news about Kumasi Asante Kotoko baffles my mind. But no matter what you do, the mighty oak tree will prevail this year. Here's my comment here, and I said, I don't know. All right, Meko na Medi Enkomo Kakrameba. Yeah, the local stories number 2 so the Amamo say Franco Naro and some abe nansane na manfo ebusa and e say do wuram na o church wadwen kakra edifasa local stories no titru a third term Ghana Football Association omo de eba beto ho na clubs nankasa na yes proposals no e de aba entino ese omo ekire omo adwen moba mo mekire madwen emfa ho na fe yehwe dem so de beto yanim ye kwaba kire wadwen emfa ho panifo bi edi nkan kire madwen ti ye twen so mo madwen kire beba ni nyina no e wo third term no enso eho all right Abi edi asema
me didi na wafre me
o say
me didi na wafre me
ko to aso what ma ko to aso ai na he se ko to tutu ma fro so oba na usu ya ma wanwuram tema na usu o enna so abrantem so a usu
me di waji
eno anu de akara ifo no ba me fa okay tonchi kontonchi Abi boy nkomo kakrai na kokoto aso wa chene so
me da se be me
da o boss utie pa wa nyo hwe kura be soko me papa
oro de onya me hwe da
ayo mate
oh you good sir
oh sir yo okay we mate
etie for any adofo boss our friend to us one Twitter room say girl Roniska etie for any adofo
ni your pepper so
tu be dada
I mean do pepper say matum awuze
enye bore
hey what was we na huye hey onu go to me more be 50 Ghana
hey you dey say na but
I'm telling you that I need to be am who what the yoko and then I'm go for 21 ho go
wow see
go what the way why you mean yonko
etie for any other for 20 Herbal center aseye na tabe me do everywhere na me amete ya meti asese na mema nyina ti ma yo ho de esanse me mema nyina yere me mema nyina mpana me mema nyina dofo me di mema asem ema wo mo me ka mema akomato mo yem me mema hu mo so mfa so a eye ma yen ema me mema hu se so mo gina mo na so omo ho ya din a eye mema ye ni echi me mema hu se so mo ro mo na so mo ntini piepia eye na mema ye ho sane ye eni ti mema nyina yere matena se me ba be mama dupa me gina wo puno echi na me bom me do fo pa bie me na me ma wadura ebe bo amwaje wo 3 point se the weather na si aye no mema nyina mo nhwe me na mo ntie me na mo ndi asem no eso esanse ebe bo am na mo de adanse apa me nua mema na ma mo tie me tonchi Herbal capsules edi mema asem ama omo esiesie efie eka adofo abom ema mpaso ogro aye de mirofo enti na enemi wa ha Wo ye bɛrima na sɛ wotie me a. Na sɛ o mɛma sɛm akɔ fam. Wo sɔre gyina wo nan so na woatwetwe. O mɛma sɛm enko yie. Deɛ ɛyɛ ne sɛ ɛma ye nam process nim. Na ayɛ dɛ na sɛ bi afrim. Ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ. We nso de enye sɛ afrim saa akɔ. Asa adwodwo. Me nua bɛrima sɛ wo saa problem ni bia. One hwe a obi behwim odofo afri wo nkyɛn. Me a mete hɛ, me di mɛma asɛm ama wo mu. Na me ye mɛma nyina judge. Na me a mete hɛ, me ye mɛma nyina empana. Mɛma nyina yere dofo anim nti no. Me ma mɛma ni mu hu aseda. Monkoto tonchi eba capsules na monnom. Mo beyi mienu anoma no pa. Ene enwumre abra wodidi awie. Na bebo ama mɛma asɛm agina brane. Ebebo ama mɛma asɛm aye bawe. Ebebo ama mɛma asɛm aye dendenden. Ebebo ama mɛma asɛm aye tese rock of ages. Minya bɛma sɛ wotie mi a. Bɛma bɛyɛ bɛma eyintini. Enu te sɛ wontini mu sisi na sɛ mogya no enya akonya eni afurusane eyia. Ema mɛma asɛm esi ni trase. Bɛma de biara da ne bɛma esi ni trase te sɛ de ne kwan sa to de so no wada ma onye bɛma. Eni die mu bɛma bɛyɛ bɛma wɔ sɛ otimi so de gyina ne na so dura ho mache a. Kyerem sɛ wɔ bɛma. Edura ho mache na akɔdwo so a kyerem sɛ wɔ bɛma. Na ni nyina be gyina sɛ de obesi asɔre agina wo na so eso. Ene nuane na mɛma ni di ne emmoa wo mu. Sebi nkwanche nuro bi omokototo ennom emmoa wo mu. Ama enne omonya problem a edura ho mache e wo sɛ otimi so regina wo na so hu sɛ me ye bɛma no. Na ada. Me nua bɛma emmoa. Ema ye mfa rubber nso bɛma mu. Obi ka chem sɛ ne bɛma sɛm bɛ wudie nke ne ho nkyere no eye no korɛ. Eye no korɛ pesa sɛ bɛma bɛyɛ bɛma ye ne bɛma ne kyerɛ sɛ wo ye bɛma. Bɛma bɛyɛ bɛma ye ni ntini na kyerɛ sɛ wo ye bɛma. Eni ntimi ma nyina yere me ka kyerɛ sɛ kototo nchi eba capsules ni bi enom. Na emmoa miebie entini mu mawo. Na mogya no enya akonya eni afurusane eye. Obi ka kyerɛ me sɛ nurse fo hu entini a no mo ho ayo mu dide. Me a mete a me hu entini a na sɛ wiase nyina aye me dia. Na meti ma aye me dede. Saa na ma nyina te me kasa mama. Sɛ ye hu entini wɔ bɛma ho a na ye baabi asɔre. Edi entia ye ni metini so faso. Na nye entini na me obi timi so ekasati ane maame. Entini na me obi timi pu obi. Entini nti obi timi de ne basie. Entini bɛyɛyɛ. Entini mu hia mama. Ɛno nti sɛ woyɛ bɛma na sɛ wotie na sɛ wontini mu asisi a, madam ma ɛne die mu. Kototo nchi eba capsules ni bi enom. Ɛdro no benya bi atɔ. Kumase ha. Oko Asempa pharmacy. Ye wo Edum PZ. Asempa pharmacy. Edum PZ oko a. Ubenya tonchi eba capsules ni bi atɔ. Poma Herbal ewo opposite gate 4. Baby a boys neton empaboa no. Ubenya tonchi eba capsules ni bi atɔ. Rock Pillar Herbal ewo KO opposite Abraham Bookshop. Mepacho Arms Herbal ewo Abrepo Junction. Santasi Taxi Rank onom no. Arms Herbal Abrepo Junction. Santasi Taxi Rank. Owo Accra so afonitium ewo Nana Boache. Accra Okanshi Drug Lane. Ubehu Nana Boache ewo honom. Tinated Herbal enso ewo Okanshi Drug Lane. Konogon so fonitium ewo Paulina A Sapon. Paulina A Sapon. Gabson Pharmacy ewo Koforidua. Sewa Herbal ewo Asante Mampong. Ebura Herbal ewo Cape Coast. Adepa Herbal ewo Accra Old Melco Madina. Oka ubenya tonchi eba capsules ni bi ato. Phone na boy ye number no o show me o TV ni so ye number no na good TV no anim no. Ni a wo tie men so emfa ne phone no na ombo. Eye 0553 51 11 59 0553 51 11 59 edin eye tonchi herbal capsules. Wo ye obi a owo dwonso mu ehaw. Wo ye obi a odwonso a wo bre. Odwonso na ochim. Odwonso na emu apai mienu. Odwonso na etwa. Ehorma na sanso aba. Enye ni nyina na ebeba. Wotena asa na dwonso ne sanso enamose ho. Da ne da dwonso agye ho a. Wadama wo hia adura. Ye friend tonchi herbal capsules. Ebeboa siese udwonso twa mu problem e de amaw. Say your prostate mu na ebie. Ena emia dwonso ne dro ben na. Mogya no enya akonya eni afurusane ewo entinim. Adro ben nso mu asia. Mesrew, wo hia adura friend tonchi herbal capsules. Ebeboa siese udwonso twa na e de amaw. Ebeyi epo bi afri dro ben nim. Ebemmoa prostate no ama prostate na go back to normal. Bema sa wo ye bema eye prostate. Mesrew won tohwe no ma emu enye du. ma emu aba no nye dru ma mu aba no ensuo no ahoɔden emmerɛ mu ne nyina ene sɛ obenom edra ye fra no tonchi herbal capsules bema sɛ ontɔhwe ne mu aba no ye ha wonya bema ɛwɔ sɛ emu eye dru ɛno nti na bema wo pɛ nkwan ne asiyu wo kyerɛ sɛ opɛ sɛ ontɔhwe mu aba eye dru na wo nom nkwan no na wo san so enum tonchi herbal capsules aba aka ho na ɛbɛboa ɛma ontɔhwe mu aba no emu aye dru ɛbɛboa ama hoɔden aba wo mema semu ɛbɛboa ma usipi na wasita ɛwɔ mpa so ɛbɛboa ma udi agro wɔ mpa so wagye wo 3 points me nua bɛma ɛmo ɔba ne megye wo 3 points na ɔnkɔ junso mu hawo ɛna aba ensuo bi na fiu bɛma mu ɛba obi ju bɛjunso bɛwie kwana mogya edi akyire obi eyi ne box ɔsɛ gye sɛ ɔde nsuo gu boxer no so sanse bibi ache boxer na tare ne bɛma no ano ɛyɛ nsuo ma ebi ɛna firi mu ɛba tokro bi a yɛ nwura mu akɔ akɔwura mu ensuo mu adwareɛ anase bia yɛ nye nipa baako na ɛkɔ wonso wakɔ bacteria bi wɔ wakɔ akɔfa ɛna man sansan te agu bɛma ho sɛ de esitie no utiti a enye yie sɛ bɛma bia sansan agu ne bɛma ho a ɔbɛka atwerɛ sɛ no korɛ sɛ de esitie no utiti a enye yie ɛno nti sɛ yɛ ɔhena de ɔbɛyɛ ne sɛ ɔbɛposa ɛna de mo na wɔposa no so na ɛfɔm obi aposa ne bɛma ama ayɛ ke oketua bi ayi fia te sɛ wɔ yɛda no enye ono a esan sɛ de nsansan na gye ho ɛbɔ so no wan posa enye yie ɛyɛ na ɛyɛ ne hene me nua bɛma ɛnɛ me bedi wasɛm ɛde ama o me no won to chia ɛwɔ mɛma sɛm ho sɛ wo pɛsɛ wo bɛma no size ne bi bɛka ho wo pɛsɛ eyiri ma wo pɛsɛ mu yɛ den te sɛ bareka sɛ nkyakira wo pɛsɛ emu yɛ den te sɛ bibi amani twi a wadama wo hia edura ye friend tonchi herbal capsules emema nyina enum bi ebɛboa wo prostate no ebɛma wo prostate na nya hoden ebesiesi wo dwonso no dro bɛn no ɛde ama wo ebɛma wo bɛdwonso a wonte yaw wo bɛdwonso a wo mmerɛ wo bɛdwonso a wo nkyem afei nso ebɛma wo di mpaso agra obɛkɔso edi no ɔdɛw so obɛkɔso edi no anigye so empaso agudie yedi no ɔdɛw ene anigye so yɛmfa ɔyaw ene hyɛ ase ne de wie bɛma bi so no ɔba bi di mpaso agra na ne ntin ne mu femfem no ɔno nso ne kɔn do sɛ wodie sɛ de weda na si ayɛ ne de ohia sɛ ɔyɛ sex nanso ne ntin ne mu ɛtwetwe no emu femfem no ɔte sɛ bibi gye pepɛ ɛwɔ mu me nua bɛma enemy di wasam edi amount wo hia tonchi herbal capsules ko pharmacy shop baby a wo bi offer your number na ye be kire baby a obenya bi ato wo be no mienu ana pa bra wadidi awie enwumre enso saa ebeboa omemasem ama omemasem egina ne naso ebeboa omemasem ama omemasem so afa ne ntoma pa afira me nua be ma me se wodi mpaso agro wi a me ema wo sei bɛma bi obedi mpaso agro wi a yan kan chen say thank you na nkete se enkoye oba se koye nso na se woni mu kan suaka ono dofo di mpaso agro wi na se koye aka kire ne se woda na se bebre esan se wa ma ho esisi ho so ememe mo mo yan kan kire mo se ye damasio de weda na si aba ne so de mo no mo dofo no mo ne da ɛwɔ sɛ mo di mpaso agro anapa wo sɔre a sɛbiota fracha na sɛ ɔda wo nkyɛn ko ade a fama no enwumre wo kofi a yɛ ansa na wada ade akyi na obetimi nso ayɛ na ɛbɛboa wo prostate no ama ahoden aba yɛbɛyɛ ho me de nso enya de mo yɛ ya na ɛyɛ de ɛwada ama eni me de no akyi famo yɛ na ɛbɛyɛ yɛ de wo hia adura efe ne tonchi herbal capsules ɛbrɛnam didi dwuma no asom de obɛyɛ ne sɛ wo bɛhwɛ me tv no so ne number no egu animu fa ne frɛ doctor wo tie me nso a me patro number no ɛyɛ 0553 51 11 59 0553 51 11 59 edino ɛyɛ tonchi herbal capsules me do be bra so so achi bre na ɔhwɛ emema nyina yere that's ne ebe sanso sha maka
betra ha me ho betwetwe me saa uwia na me ho atom sei fom ade tonchi mongope tonchi no bi ento mongope binto na ebeboa mo numbers no mo da mo mfrɛ doctor no na ebefa na nchechemu bia obia no ose
enye me na mefa se no ntiro mo mfrɛ enye me na mefa
ai doctor na befa me srɛ mo se ana binum nim se na una ese wo fa ho
na me nim se lady ni na efo se de bo se na fa number ma me o pa so ye
wa she ayi wo me etudomo SMP. All right, koko to aso e. Do be so ye wo bia koko to aso abi. Ye be san ne wo adi enkomo bi mo friend numbers no 20 and the ashita babia so bi we na obedi ho dance Emra so se kwa Mickey edi local stories no ebre yen. Ye brobro so no mienu ne apege mu ma DJKA. Enso aba betrase ahuye nyum papa bi. Greetings to you. Okay. We didn't rush to buy a Kiteke, but he and Alexandra were our target. Okay. My deepest condolences to the families of the individuals who tragically lost their lives through the plane crash. Professor Sunshine way ifri Professor Sunshine Chris Tetejangma way ifri gold board and so abekainsa and anopay. How many players have Kumasi Asante Kotoko signed so far? Lamin Edway ifri takwa and abre yen. Maminsha we and so or say I think the discussions on the third term at its first instance should go beyond Keto Kreku. It should rather surround around the relevance of the GFA president having a mandate for 12 years. Then at the second instance, if Keto Kreku should be considered, if the earlier instance is significantly fertile. Football people, as they refer to themselves, must think about the future of Ghana football rather than pleasing anyone. Okay. Now, why in the way and so by Udidino and Shase and now they are ending Edi and Kaho and now they buy. Okay. Kwa Mickey, I design.
Me ho ye pa na so e.
Yankopon adom me ho ye. Me say ibusa say te say o say nyame adom me ho ye.
Nyame adom.
Is still over.
Me kan sa.
Me say ho ye pa.
Nyame adom me ho ye pa. Na me adom.
Yes.
Me ho ye pa. Na wo so e.
Yankopon adom me ho ye pa.
The nyame ase.
All right, dey no about no the brain.
Me the be ba. Now and me to me busa one question.
That be me hide dey want me busa question.
I didn't ya.
Opa,
me say once a pet.
Trauma me, and I first send a message. Because I know what you can do.
There be any bonus. So, hey, papa, what term no? Na ba who ni say?
Oh, me who say ya the bonnet?
Term na ba no?
Me who say ya the bonnet? Okay. But me who say? Curtain pese opese. Me can say gra opese the whole world who say onye ana proposal no. And then you no and they buy it, and I say claps no, and a chassis and I'm saying propose with a tema. Only whom free.
I say only whom free.
Yes, the 2 terms in the baby ya. Mount Sanko pretty term. Now I'm enjoy third term no more after on catch.
Okay.
Me imagine
what drink?
Yeah. So any problem be with third term? Okay.
With third term.
Legally.
Okay.
Okay. Football people.
Okay.
But the whole world bet ticket or Krikwasi say I'm part a football people who they propose and a Congress tuma. Me coming kwa their marketing quite enjoy. Tete maybe ni 2.5 years no so on time. Omo mbeba after Ket no enjoy 3 times.
Okay.
Me imagine channel.
Oh dear.
Yes.
The entrana or onyesa.
So one yes, I imagine them say oh petete into now said that pushes football people na say. Into was so enjoy 3 times and san wako. Imagine them say o masade ne baso. No san ko pradia. Imagine them so oh petete into now said that is football people na say o dey mran to me ni problem there.
Okay.
But we men enjoy. The time no so ako.
No be next president or enjoy 3 times.
Yes,
no.
simple.
Okay. Matthew.
What must say?
Oh yes.
Imagine.
Yeah. So yes, I dare so after the 2.5 years or there na say or per se.
On the necessary.
On necessary no per se.
Football people tell them for we dey about proposal blah blah.
But twin ho dia.
Twin ho am say genuine. Yes, I dey so no na person enjoy.
Okay.
What must say?
Aye. So question we dey Musa Boni.
Aye, wa Musa Boni. Who fufuro bi asan busa. Say ya bi na busa me dey be answer more.
Feel Matthew say.
So that's it. So tell them ni me toaso na na kwesi nyante okay. Okay. For problems be brave by normalization e by. Okay? Yemu obi who say the genuine. So wo ya to one wako.
Okay.
Do be obi a enjoy. Your tuma unkwa dia obi to enjoy 3 times. Okay?
But what do you want to okay, now I'm another question. Na Kobase.
Family, local stories.
And one idea, and 1 year.
1146.
Aye,
Into 1 year discussion, don't worry.
I said, be no membusa a question. Ebi so na so anka. Inti e Kobase. Ba membusa. E Kobase ni 2.5 years no clubs and say, oh, President Neman be a wuye no. Neman be a wuye no. Inti e pese ko tetem na. Clubs no. On kancha clubs on kwa anas obeko.
Ono na sase. E ade kro na make no. Se class bi aba bonti be ka say on ko tetem. Okay? Ono na sase medwin so ono na sase no pushi opa konti.
Okay.
Yes. Inti e kame nko ade a on fanto 2.5 years or so na aka no. We win adwuma 8 years. Why are they? Abeyebi. Uncle, the next person may enjoy 3 times. So what must I say?
Metuase pa. General and Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo, ono so akasam e de fa tetem no. Was he or no or your board member the man cross work? Why ye Ghana Football Association president pay? Sa tetem na e koso no. Has folk and support it. On my house and support it tetem no. Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo.
As far as I know, the House of Workers member, and our field we have not had such a discussion at the board level. And I believe no proposal submitted to the FA.
So are you suggesting that Congress should not approve for the FA president to go for 3 terms?
No. Not at all. And they should not have it. Because that will bring a very serious problem. Now,
you know when you some Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo what they atuja was say Congress even at the proposal and the bar has work omun support it simple no womo enko tetem no and the say tetem ya abe say NOC ehunu was it tetem de enyo no no an yonku pa ni kwesi na ntechi amanfo pusi no kotetem no tetem no ohun bebi a ekowie ye enunti e was say Ghana yenya lessons e different nyema bi a esipemu eno ne betimi aboa Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo.
a proposal like that. As far as I know, the House of Workers member and our field strictly puts the number of them the GFA president can serve at 2. And this started during the era of the current president. I have further warned that history had repeated itself in several things in this country, and we don't seem to take note of that. And if we are not careful, this can create a big problem. Because citing the downfall of the former GFA boss, Musin Yanteti, my very good friend, I attributed as this particular thing he himself wanted to do would have been part of his downfall. Now, to me, anyone who wants to stay in power perpetually, especially by twisting the constitution to suit their interests, is a danger to the organization and the society. So this is what I will say so far.
When you some Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo what they atuja wasn't the young pa ni kwesi nyantechi lawyer na pensu na oye juma amanfo eka se onko tetem onko ena okọ sa tetem no we na giso be ko tetem no ewie ne ekohu de ekosi enu nti sabre se wo power na manfo esagesema se ma power no to aso a ede uko danger mu sa danger na do be kono eno na eba sabre na afutu a o kan se o se history esipen se lawyer kwesi na ntichia benso ebi bai ena yenye suahunu famfrim sa danger ni bi ena eba edema eye owura ket es okreku na beredu na congress kotena se so mo kotoa ba onu Dr. Nyawo Tamaklo oya has a board member no womo has folk womo supported that se tetem no intimi embraso we yensem de no a Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo former Ghana Football Association president what they atuja dia fa tetem no enhu.
Okay, all right. Doc, don't worry. You go to the next story. Yeah.
Yeah, some more. Hey, me baby menye. Baby I'm team baby menye.
Baby out. And then you do baby now only
I mean gidi I'm bisa say
before say be to aso. Me pa also adwinte o.
E fa term no.
So abuza me dem atrew. To also kire mu.
Okay. Third term no there I'm not against it. I was said third term no eba. Because FIFA oko 3 terms, CAF oko 3 terms. And a proposal no me come FIFA no. FIFA hwem no mugidi say enya M1 nkomeka se there be yen support it. Nti omombra Congress no mombe third term I'm not against it. But emum say the current GFA president Otiso na opeso sanso ko the third term ka ho no. Eduru ho a na me so ma chema dwena fam but now the on kasa so obeko bo kasa obeko de a na me hu se de mesia kan oh so ma chire
kwari when yes smart
debi me yes
se mfa so
se opeso se opeso ko tetem
then na obeka chen onko na ma onko
se opeso ko tetem no
okay that question ni dada
oh me ka se
na ho brother
Mimre.
Okay. I answer.
Menen me din kuma kan say onko.
Huh? Onko tete. We can be different and be shock me.
Oh,
you going to us.
Dino.
So what you are doing? But
now me can be
if it's speculations and predictions and any album.
Oh, we are sa wanye fetu. Am adasa. Wanye fetu adasa. Now wanye fetu adasa. Only say do the same way feeling.
You predicted right.
Oh, so that was our prediction.
Oh, predicted sir.
That was our suspicion.
Yeah.
Suspicion. Oh, okay.
Yes, suspected that Rebecca.
When to prove you wrong.
All right. Yes. Eti general, enu ne say the city de fa the 3 terms na general lobby na e course no enye easy. One more me against it no. The way more free clubs and say this time around omo call Congress womun enye bold no mun vote against the third term. And a woman me for no so general omo ye lobbying pa se kwembia so omo so kwa bomo enko jintum na tetem no intimi embraso se obepeja wonsa o ebe open vote no se ye di besi o obi anye bold no take decision no nje no for the tetem ne de lobby na ekoso e wo clubs no no enye easy kra Congress no general e Tuesday na ebaso e Tuesday na ebekoso e wo pram eno any say the city enso e wo hom
na die ntina obi obeto aba ne bia na wan se obi an hu de oto aba veze wa we are for the against no
almost say Congress this na omo no omo the assembly floor me bisa omo say the assembly floor e bisa we are who for no mapedom last Congress about to nyina omo ye ne sa omo pedom sa
o kai K University now omo ko gia tum say as good ye nyi omo free ma omo nka league ne mo no
omo pedom sa
wow those who are for bia pedanisa
those who are against ti normal
thing na wo dina so akase wo win awie no
men kase wo win
when na wo say omo
3
term no
so mbeja to
general
ba wo so nkan me say
ana ma na me hu bibia o kanu no but sa 3 term we general omeja to
simple gra
general
yankoi
omeja to
so what you wadwe
class omeja to eti general no ne say the city the for the 3 terms no hom yento so e wada stories Kumasi baba yara nan kompeto for abo shene so se tofo nanka galka e the request akoma ye National Sports Authority some person tofo ye bo Kumasi Sports Stadium Dr. Yampofanka Director General at the National Sports Authority was so a situation now our baba yara Sports Stadium na tofo yentimi embo baba yara oba ken ready be tu jasa baba yara kra no Ghana Football Association Club Licensing Board e be inspection o msi debi baba yara kra yentimi mbo Premier League game awo nti for now National Sports Authority confirm say tofo intimi embaso ewo Kumasi Sports Stadium and nti ama galka e consider venues are ometima kwakobo because August year and a year bababo and until omo consider say say University of Ghana Stadium or and Nasa Accra Sports Stadium depending the betimi ay available at the moment ebia University of Ghana Stadium Legono and Nasa Accra Sports Stadium and no betima hwese betimi about top 4 no enso ewo but Kumasi de e close enya dia top 4 no ebetimi abaso ewo yento asom ewada stories MCE for Takwa Insuayem and answer Mekas Municipal Assembly no woman na Takwa Insuayem Park no na January woman say managing the stadium no a very very difficult year papa some person maintain stadium no said there a year jumeko no hand over edemo mo a e wo say sikasem etimi koso ye papa enunti wo mo es di tujam say Takwa Park ni so na nya dia activities bebre etimi koso ho a metimi generate sikam e die frim e na nyame bebre ho a ekoso a municipal assembly no wo mo esikasem no kran entimi emwa emma wo mutimi maintain a stadium no enso to the standard a yetimi hand over edemo no eninti wo mo consider so metimi eye mpanyifo di nkomo say o metimi ma private eye company bi etimi abem no take charge of a year Takwa Insuayem Park DNA Park no omo take charge because omo pese stadium no standard no etimi ewosro nyema bebre ho asese no kra na essay because of sikasem womo ensan kantimi from manage stadium no and ntomo hwe so metimanya eye individual na say sorry eye private company no etima bem no etimi abeteki charge ewo eye stadium no no eye nsemo free eye Takwa enso eba Gold Stars eguso prepare for the Africa CAF Champions League at the woman yefan tuja we any third game a Gold Stars Herbal abrabomo any Samuel Nkum Academy and a Koboye goalless draw and a game ne ende ye obi antimi amfa ball Antonio Nkwantrem womu gusua omu process no agusua koso womu so mo low profile games no ebe kakra no na fe omu ba high profile games ne bi enso ewo hom enom ene sedie sitie Kumasi Asante Kotoko se sedie Kotoko womu ho aye feye papa penne womu to aso ewo gym sedie Kozito ede two team nenim se omu ye endurance general Kotoko ene gym na womu ekoye na players no ho aye feye papa we training kits a ye de ama Kotoko players na womu di training ene gym na womu koya womu ekoye training enso ewo ho nti wo hwe a ewo Kessben television so we T8 before womu jesisan womu ye de ma Kumasi Asante Kotoko we training dem na Kotoko share players no ahisha womu ewo gym a womu di training no ene womu toa gym work so echena gym work for 2 weeks a day name there say the Kozito ayenhye no endurance and the physicals and the players no ebeye ansana ye the main dwumedie no enso etimi abaso Honorable Kofi Idi Adams on a sports minister de Emma Ghana already the Ghana Football Association are confirming say 2 games a yebebo yebedi kan kwa away against Chad na fi yebebo against Mali enso our Ghana ha budget for the 2 qualified matches and then meeting bekoso womo ebehia no more finalize budget no but due to a yara hosemo aba e ama Ghana ntino ebia omo finalize ne nakra na bia omo ntimi enya eye finance minister and as finance department no skranzo omo ntimi an confirm am but ene discussions ebekoso na fe budget no omo tima finalize for the 2 upcoming games da Ghana ni mabre ni Chad enso ebebo na fe ni Chad wi a ne Mali enso abo sa games na ebekoso ewa Accra Sports Stadium. Say dear, but GFA president, we tima kosra bobo kwa ye fe the Gold Stars. O tu anamo na for police ladies and wetimi akosra womo na for di wie ewo Kumasi Asante Kotoko na say the president of the GFA and when the Gold Stars akoshia when the players no akodi nkomo and management no edi nkomo I discussions awodo e dia fa boboko no abra womo babako Africa no shenzo say obeke GFA president edi to just teams ombeko Africa no apart from the due them say FA Cup no do win ye de be ma no ene de all Africa de be ma no GFA no I adwen say o me support clubs no our Africa na wo mo eba be kono but due to say Kotoko venue mbebo no Kotoko requested say sabre GFA no embrem for the venue or Messi Makano, on be say GFA a bem because a quite problem se baba yara sports stadium no womu entimi embo kotokosunku entimi cholete enko from makaf o me cholete be this is true the GFA anunti womu de ato eye GFA nim so mumbrem se de be baba yara sports stadium no o metimi di dwumedie sonko ho na etimi amakwan emakotoko etimi si akan wo Africa no enso e wo baba yara sports stadium asamo boaten okosi na kan edema Krasburg Hasburg ankoye amfama Samoa boate se de Asamoah boaten etukwan wodene ache United Kingdom ne bia ya sabre na ebeto dwam sa brante no holidays ne busuafo ho na afei wakọ akọgina ho me but se de etene se obekọ kosi akan enso ewo United Kingdom ho enom ene se de esitie ewo yekọ Krasburg kasue ya has eguso prepare preseason no ekoso den ewo has aseye enra wo mo boy ankofa kensie wo ne Zelina Africa and the boy has a book prepare almost show by 3-1 3-1 and has a timidin kunim our Zelina a year Africa for some where ye preparatory gamer one more airball ahead of a year one more democracy against ye at that one more and so enim ye bet so our other stories Kumasi Sante Kodoko impenny phone edit to ja se sabradium problems are no more facing our fabu sensors no or metimi a resolve a majority of the problem no in the said registration no oh yeah it me go through namum oh yeah now go through *170# no akọ approvals or registration no ebetima go through e dia momo and it is supporters no and come board no more enco register our fabu sensors no so enom ayen sama Kumasi Asante Kodokofo e de ababetu dwa enra adisa production woman e babetwa Ghana Premier League no woman ye meeting after meeting no woman decide say venues are clubs no ebabe esia kan ho nyina no woman production team no ebekwa kwa inspection e was our venues no enyina na afenyema bi ebehia omo for a television coverages no wometimi any clubs no etimi adiscuss na clubs no etimi aye e de amomo eno nti enram after meeting no and omo decided say omo call rounds no metimi akọ venues no no me eye clubs no akwakodin komo na venues no wometimi aboa womo no metimi etu eho anamo enso ewo ho eno any city enso yanko doma youth center and doma for the betu just said youth center na wasa bambem say eye papa said ye impempenso a edu no wasa bambem ne nimenimie no wo mutimi ebeye doma youth center to me the study akwakodro no bo sports minister nim said nimenimie no ombra na youth center ye ne fefefe esi doma no wo mo embeye niye
my youth resource center under MPP government omushase eye wo 10 regions ndoma hinkro die ni baby na wie ya adruni mo kai se enche bia ye ba beto aba no ye kan o parliament say 10 youth resource centers nyina ye wie ni nyina obi abetumi akwakoyi so ndoma hinkro die ni park ni nwura bia bi wo so wo hu glasses no krache se bia bi e wo so bi uko VIP a eho nyina pro atete seat no mo ye leather na wo so ni nyina atete aka plastic ne mpo na wo hwe VIP na wo ho no chese sika ya to agu ha no enye sika ketewa edan e wo ho na dan ne bi wase e underground ni nyina air conditioners wo e Ghana for taxpayers money edu ba bia na sa wo ye Ghana ni na kasa bebra ye be kasa wo kasa yakotena parliament say ya wie o coast teams ewo ha say ya omunya ba bi mo ye matches but park na ye dey taxpayers money ye no eno na da ha no park na wie ye ni doma hinkro youth resource centers bono for na ye die ni enti na wie ye ni enya de a ye ba ye no contractor wa ha obi ani ha ahafu emponchi ba bia VIP ni wono emponchi ena edi agro ho chese bibia nkoso ha contractor machine ba kokura si akire ha onya mfa nkoye but yetu aba wie ye no omo free ha be 6 months kwansa na ye betu aba yetu aba wie ye no obi ama ha enti se ya na beka enti de bia ye betu oman ni sika e de agu nwuram na oman timamufo ne da so edi kom esu hia se ya na beye
Wey nsɛm Angelina ye reporter ɛwɔ dɔma wɔde ababedan yɛn ɛnɛ anɔpɛ edi free dɔma sɛ youth center no ɛwɔ sɛ sabre ɛban no etimi ba no bɛhwɛ nyɛ saa deɛ a dwumadi ɔmo hyɛ aseɛ no sɛya ɛna ɛsɛe yɛtoa som ɛwɔ the stories yɛmfɛ ni ɛnkyerɛ ɛyɛ Kumase Asante kɔ ɔmo ne Alpha Lotto sɛsɛ deɛ abere ɔmo kɔhyia no wɔn ntimi enwie ɛyɛ meeting no wɔn ntimi enwie ensi gyinaeɛ wɔn asaso reschedule another meeting ne nyinaa no ɛfa sikasɛm Kumase Asante kɔ gidie and the benefits awodoam ɛwɔ timi pm ɛdema afɛnu no nyinaa no ɛna nam so masa meeting no ɛnso ntimi amba ne wie ɔmbɛsan so ɛhyɛ biom no metimi asan so akɔyɛ another discussions ɛnso dreams and as other teams no ɔmo gu so prepare dreams ɛnso gu ɛyɛ ne pre-season so san so ɛna vision ɔmo so gu pre-season so mediama ɛnso gu ɔmo pre-season so ne nyinaa no ɛyɛ head of Ghana Premier League ɛnkyɛ ɛba bɛkɔ so nansa na Premier League ne bɛkɔ so no GF ne ɛyɛ nhyehyɛ sɛ ɔmo ne clubs no ɛbɛ last meeting on next week and some young meeting next week na fe omo finalize bibia ansana yetimi abo Premier League no referees omo di omo ka no GF na jatum some of the referees ne ka last season sikani bia kem also mutimi tua edema referees omo di Premier League no omo hwe nim say ansana be Premier League na se no outstanding sika bia obia no omo timi tua edema referees no ansana league no etimi ahya se geno yem fancy hanomo.
You don't need a third term to make a significant impact on Ghana football. Kwesi Nyantakyi made history with Ghana football within a space of 5 to 6 years, 2006 to 2010. Again, our Fauzi lecturer has done extremely well in Morocco in less than 12 years. Augustin Senghor has also done extremely well in Senegal in less than 12 years. So what do you need? What do you need 12 years for? And again, when a new law is made, it doesn't apply to the regime that the law takes effect. After the regime's terms of office is over, so it won't apply on this current administration. Okay, Michael, Ablekuma and Apejawe and so they are brain. Okay, my mention way and so different and I by Joe. This is my opinion. If the Ghana Football Association is so confident that the clubs will approve for the third term, as the secretary is claiming that it's the clubs that propose for it, then they should allow them to do secret voting. It's there that we will see that they propose it or not. Mohammed Shoyi the free United Kingdom and Abreye we see clubs in the proposal now. Modiamonia secret voting. Mufanto na yes or no. Na yemfantum ni yenhwe. Say I am pass clubs in the Debrewa ebehu. The Mohammed free Saudi UK and so Abreye and so no. Mamenje way Kofitio Elubo Joe, Ghana football will continue to suffer like a cursed prodigal son under Kurt's presidency. Trust me, those supposed proposals for the third term is a robot-pronounced process. It's petty, wasteful, and irrelevant stomach direction tactics. Kurt himself knows he has failed. So tell me, who proposed this irrelevance? Kofitio Elubo, and so there, or they Abreye, no. Kekusi, they are not person escape because they do baby now, no shit do. And they may be brave a frame. The illegitimate quest by Edward Simon Okereku for the third unprecedented term is detrimental and a menace to Ghanaians, to Ghana's football landscape. The name Ketokreku, my premonition is that Ket is setting a bad precedent for another president. Somewhere to emulate in order to perpetuate. Kekusi, may ye the Akanina and so everywhere. I know do. All right, Medina we so na Mako Ako Dr. Amuzu and so Australia. Na ma phone kra to kakra aba yeba bomode ne bibi local source yeba sisia
hwefo nyinaa kwa aba amuzu herbal clinic na megita minsem amuzu p herbal mixture eyedura ebiefo agi atumu a ebua honam yawo so obi se doctor meti yawo me bema numu idonso a meti yawo anase idonso a me bre anase me bema no emuje me pepe de wuhia eya amuzu p herbal mixture doc meni meri hye no ho sanemi ana yawo pa na mete se we na wote se bema de dura mekanfo ama wo no eya amuzu p herbal mixture obi se doc me hu se me jonso a ana jonso ne nyefe ana pam no wo hye pa iri jonso na echi doc me jonso ase na bia kam mo sa se ma yase me ya bema wo sa hawo no mekanfo amuzu p mu nya beko di oti yaw oni ntohwe no mo de ni ntohwe na hono sankofo nyina no mekanfo amuzu p ema nwate obi se doctor me jonso ana emu apai we nam sen obi se doc me jonso ani nsuo kwa totro efremu ba ena obi se doctor me koja na so se me chemu a obo se ka frɛ na nsuo man efreba no ba de awuhia eya amuzu p herbal mixture oba so a otie a obuni se wi a echire no pampan ko na eka ko na eba mekanfo amuzu p ema wate oba so ode po how quite how insio basa egu wase ne pa yie pampan ya no wo hye pa wase oba odun so oti yawe wadro eya amuzu p herbal mixture oba ebu nkeka ye na che mamno kasika fie o na himfie bia na abie ni kuru na no ekọ ho pampan ya ohu no ne panketwa amasabi ni confidence no kwa na ekọ form oba bi otie mia otimi buninsa in bleeding obo sa within 2 months no buninsa mprenu onya kekaya na ya osa pamuzu p nu masa nyina ejai wako twa scan yeso wo PID unu kunu hia ni nsuo nyina sem na san na chi aba enam kekaya na akogina upiodi nu nti onya amuzu p nu mu a sa ha ni nyina be komo ho ato say nrei ukọ pharmacy ukọ drugstore herbal shop obenye bi etu no anya bi ato wokumasi akodani herbal misi herbal apidank omo mrom sanso na icof ni colinak omo ashtown akra ukọ kanshi dragley ubisa na nabuachi kingswalk tinates repass and hallows ebi etu nro makon anase dudu pirano ukọ no so pamuzu pia obenye bi ato se opese no semise bia petibi so fa na manefre for further and better direction amuzu p herbal mixture maudi hiochalo bida hefuasi
ede amamo na yahwe local stories no emu ente wiemu ho awa Mohammed nso beba na ode ne Ghana league matches o shase America krani ene bebi ode ebewura na fe yede kakra enso aka ho ede amamo maminko a Dr. Franco Naro enso ho na yahwe de doc.
And some no me were peace into my mini campaign on the anime. My main pick in about 3 times.
Okay.
I think it's the main topical issues, as you see. Echo around that amount for actual my dream. First of all, Kwame says I'm about to go UK. Kobobo. Here because Chrome Honomono. More national teams in there. With chances there will be work permit to play in the UK is very difficult. But let's see how Anema Bisiako. It be a UK there, it could be a Scotland, it be a Wales, England proper there,
Northern Ireland.
Be a Northern Ireland. But England proper there, a better thing with the profile, no any age, you know. But let's see how things pan out. You've sent us in there, General. We bring no musisi a far jago. Seven pennies in Ponkokri return and ray. Stadium kakraka na isi baba yara si hey eno kwa na etwe fa na bui na youth center si baby into hwe nyina hini dey na wo hwe doma hinkro dey mu twa yi be kwa ide mi no maka abo ma say no ho the MPP for ye yo manwe any the NDC for ye new sorry new de bi ase the MPP for yeah with there and this one started on there and no buy na park in Chen Hua and the MPP for so called you masas no musu ye omo there and say could try video ni mienu nyina ekonko honum you need stadium but sanke kan ni mienu nyina bo mu de ahoden ye ba ko a ni nyina ye ya magana fo ni nyina ye ya magana fo asase ni nie NDC age was started MPP ba was me so me yem de nti we de nkusi enwe ono nso de no started no ono nso enwe ni nyina egu omko Crowe ya munso ne ewo ma ye wo mra bi say willfully causing financial loss to the state.
The taxes no mu tugusa.
They just throwing it away like that. Uko hwenyina hina rebel.
To your taxes. Ya.
Uko hwenyina hina
tugu no mu dibi.
General. Uko hwenyina hina rebel. And look at what is Adoma Hinkro. It's so sad. Now sometimes you see a buy a trim see a buy a project you baby. I take the hina one for example. No disrespect to the people in and around hina. A day in November will decide to make a stadium which is the top premier football club. I own them. Which Division 1 club? Which Premier League club? Yes, Ubetuma a coast club and a relatively smaller club, no, almost only or dear. But how can you facility a swan? Cost of maintaining it becomes so high, and you realize Bianca, the people in and around you, Sanke a market can see be near this kind of yama or more. Looking at omu daily activities and in omunium omuyeno a beer and kebebo. But sometimes, okay, me na me sports minister. Me pursue asuni. Me sports ministry more fans are me the basic baby into me kwa kwesi me chrome. Say me chrome hofu ni anu no mu hia. So mu hia.
Also football bit my chance in kan kra ho.
General, a bus building a soon in a facility. Cost of
winners so kakra
yeah, he did. And yet for Team K2 Fane of Feba.
And this divisions be out.
And this says Sika, Unya Sika or now they are maintaining. And knowing our maintenance culture, and they say there be a emphasis can free crime, messing cook, master crema near Baba send their queen in it. And to see facility now, and so beside was a facility, no, a quiet bay near Belfast or maintaining. Even those who work there, how do we pay them? Besides that, Nipakuna wokoya ade ne de amomo no. What is their priority? Nyuma bɛn no mudi no honum na deɛ japade na ye wo ho a ɛbɛboa omo da bi adwuma
free honum me so consider we nyina ansa na okoya de no
nti ade nti na ye de ayi
yeah
if all those things were considered
culture na enko yi omaimo no
general ubebisa won say how would I maintain it before you build it you ask yourself say kwan bɛn na mefa so maintain no na sika na be free hin na aba na me maintain because your more league matches or na bia when your gate process po na atimi de bia ye. So for me,
assembly needs to take the way upon themselves. No?
Assembly no.
Yeah.
Omusika na saying and saying a bit more into it. You know, no crane say baby or hono more facility no uhwe kro no dwuma mu di wo ho. Yes, football could be a good thing for it to be done, but ubebi say is that their priority? And to be sure a good number of them it's not working out. Enti me problem you say ansa na yɛbɛkɔ akɔyɛ agyapadeɛ no yɛmmi sɛ yɛnwene ntra agyapadeɛ no yɛ nko a na yɛmmi sɛ yɛho sɛ yɛyɛ wie a ɛkwan bɛn na yɛbɛfa so a yɛbɛsustain no. That's what I'm looking at. You know, me free ɛhɔnom a the last one send about the main topic. Okay. Ghana ne Chad, Ghana ne Mali.
Yeah, so it's all over the country. And so no omo nkɔhwɛ no na aye quiet. So there be American Yatanin Sibokra bit Makotent. Hwɛ te sɛ nti nipa bi yɛ we ɛtɔ na ɛyɛ ka na sika sɛi o saa de no ho a yɛntimi nyɛ obia bibia.
You know what we say what we say den na bɛma ɔman baako yɛde stadium ana park sie ɛbɛma contract na contractor na fi hu because sika ni ho not still the same ɔman around the same place for the same team na yɛsa ade sika foforɔ ama contractor foforɔ so ɔmɛyɛ foforɔ wɔ abrɛ no ada hɔ no. The act of giving contract out is a lucrative activity for political parties. So the contract name ma obi no onya so mfa so Into all the man waje wo there there. Me so me the beba be move people from na me so maje me. And this is what is killing us. And we have
contract manani here. What happens to the facility afterwards?
Nobody cares. Obi amfa. Na ya me agiatum. The sad aspect of it and say party faithfuls no mo wase ono. Wo so mo na be so mu now. But scan we nya bi mpo ani. Siskedie be mo we nya bi ani. And so wo kan obeka say wo gu ni party na ni mase. Forgetting say what we are doing is very wrong and see what any serious country, especially what bra obia yemfro obia mismanagement.
And it's all over the country.
All over.
Me who do p and on my facilities here on my Jaimana say a pro. Na yen hold obia accountable. Oh yeah, na kono for one na ko. Kay kasa obia mfa area. Car ya bo ayesa fence ministry when I say facilities here. Come videos among for the bro from all over the country. No me kosweni. No a country called Ghana. Area for nifa northern part of the country. Bebrebe go. Ko western region. Now esi pon ground that say. For nifa eastern region ho. Konkoko near other places.
Kaimri being cocoa dear the pan and pangentry. And they are around
Oba Kasama onum tesuni na we enkusifi. Yes, into us.
You see, Ghana 2 matches ebo. The first game is against Chad. Near Bebo Maliwaha. Yes, Ramos, that time we budget in a PC who budget any accountability. So 2 matches we don't be a boy a beshan.
Country and a car kiti nanke and even say qualifier echo outside the country in Guasanka de Bray. Ensure lesson be free. A kaka crabby like a crash post in them crank qualifier.
Techniques and skills.
Yes.
I could fear champion with you use.
Yeah. And so no, you should be free.
We are no Biakoda. You really no be a
kaka crabby nanka Black Stars. You could boy a match outside Ghana. Should him go away. Because I can't president or can't say we to say a shock to say a country is a Ghana. Sadi we see and so still there cost so and cost. Be answer.
I say I'm for Frank tough for intimate Bayara. You be close. Plan here there. What is the renovation plan? What are the timelines? Who is doing what? Fire service approach. Ya bani even say hitire ni apebi bi akeka ni apebi ni eko.
Obi o man ko free. Obi anya na obi ahwe.
A big club like Asante Kotoko Kumasi stadium we into me mananya available until ahwe kra league credit anya. Who dey obi hu anso mtete ya be start league o so ya close baba yara. You don't care about what you lose.
I say ya bo fan kra nche o call round. Ni stadium hodo ni pitches ni ade a almost via say so we can be actually you discuss say the ura you discuss say there's a contractor no one adwuma no anasika no can SMP yaw what is happening now then my afa o so ekosi say
be jama politicians no na politicians
ekosi say
emimi aso
oransa ko yi nyina bepem ne what am I be positive baako adekro no ebe kasafa ho saa te say de ya omo mbe yes adwuma na wo ba ye no te say inclusive omo kra meanwhile
okay
o might be a team
general Chad normally game no the Ghana for Akumaso honestly whatever we do to go win away in Chad are the whipping boys in the group. But almost our game no be your first game born home new stadium be until we can't underrate them. We have to be very serious. The crunch match is the one against Mali in Ghana. And then Ghana it makes a lot of sense. A young mini budget but whatever it takes for us to win those 2 games and qualify for the World Cup, we have to. We are in a poor position. And many sure that around this time, budget same here Ghana for Kessben. How you be qualifying there? Here ubia. General Asante Kotoko. Any afa luton common igusu ekoso. nyame anim Nana Penkra akwasi ewu ene ne IMC no. So far, they've done some good works in terms of, first of all, bringing stability and peace around the team. And yet now we are Justice Blaine komo kakra ni ade see offense. Now team say kotoko ne mu adwo kakra. Say papa na fa a matured way and a way to bring some stability to the team. And so far they are yet to win the league, but they have some few trophies to show. I think that after 2 seasons in charge, as I say, a catcher and I could say, well, as I say, there, as well as the adrechi, into so move G to at least 3rd or 4th G. And that is where you expect, say, a club like Kotoko with the kind of wind blowing around them, sponsorship will be good. Luckily, they've announced 2 sponsors so far. I think Omar announced Koba and then Le Country Mineral Water. And then Koma yet in a major sponsorship deal. Any Alpha Lotto no. Me for me, as I see here, the major a sin tokes here administration or a choir among intimate fast sponsors and team no. So they have to work very hard. At least I think they've beefed the squad in terms of adding a marketing executive, adding international relations and all that. All these things are geared towards getting corporate sponsorship, and I'll urge them to keep on keeping on. My last pick is got to do with the 3 terms. General, now no me try say me chira manfo and me pese me pick it from there. Now me say can susu bi say ye wo de lawful and ye wo de acceptable. Nti chiro no say ye wo ade nyina ho kwan. Na mum nye ni nyina da ene fatai. O my Ghana yem football ni free baby na eba. As far back as 2005, and you move a step from where the sitting president ever appointed somebody as the FA chairman. Now, Gaka vice, Abayani vice. So the last person who enjoyed that was Dr. Nyahu Tamaklu, appointed by President J. Kufuor. At that time, Ura Kwesi Nyantakyi was the vice to Openya friend JY appear as Gaka. So he became the vice to Nyahu Tamaklu. Edru Brebi Afe the world over. Football, no football people, and a football person to lead football. And Tomu Kika ya pay car for near day FIFA ma pressure by internet say Dr. Nyahu Tamaklu or give you way. Okay, that famous statement. You be tuni sebanchi. Indeed, omutuno. I'm a Dr. Nyahu Tamaklu. I'm a money baby. Fast forward, a young, energized man. Kwesi Nyantakyi took over in 2005. Or call first term, call second term, call third term. None a third term ni bebe we 2019. Afen komodia na ekoso so obesa akobiem. Fourth term. Luckily for Mr. Nyantakyi at that time, na emre ni honom, there was no limitations as to how many times na betumi akọ, including FIFA ne ade na Jao Havelange no ne ade no mutimi kọ 27 years and so forth. Seblata 27 years na Cameroon ni Isa Hayatou mo. But the we are say hu say nipa no otra se cha na afa de tumi na ye kese ama no dodo na afa obia no mum na ode ye de ope. And exactly that was the situation for Ghana. To the extent that Mr. Nyantakyi became so powerful, Edrubabi ono an vice kra sorry can say send odi to me ye adwuma na nye papa nti ono so ebete no. Fast forward, an expose came, number 12 came, obi anim de see. And a far normalization committee, Dr. Kofi Amoa, na Odofole, ene Same Kufuor no ade. FIFA, Shema, almost running football for 1 year. No more making sure say mra the boy football by no. Your best system dia be nimu. No mo nim die mu ni FIFA ne CAF ni ndie no mo say. Ni akoso o man Ghana mu. Ene kwa fa so ma na asibi sorry ye. So far kwan paso so far kwan bone. Ghana for nyina heli is ade na wa ye no ya de pa. At least most Ghanaians agreed that that was the only way Mr. Nyantakyi could be removed. So they felt that and yeah, as I say, a limitation at 2 years, the science, your chroma for no, or my own quiet to me by any day, obekɔ so atena so ayɛ sɛ football na ɛkɔ yie sɛ nkɔ yie sɛ ɛsɛe no ɔkyinkyim mmra na ɔda so de te hɔ nti saa na ɛteɛ deɛ ayɛyɛ deɛ no yɛbɛyɛ ne 2 terms ɛna yɛyɛ ne 2 terms yɛkɔto aba in 2019 yɛhande over ama Mr. Ketias Okreko ɛnka 2 terms no yɛma one president anaa 2 presidents ɛntwa 2 terms ni bi koraa ɛnwie na afei yɛnka sɛ afei de yɛduru level a yɛsusu sɛ yɛn pushing 3 terms but we have not gotten even one FA president we 2 terms awie ni aka sɛ 2 terms na timu pa Dr. Kofi Amoa ne FIFA ne CAF for any Ghana for any football for nyina agi tu mu no obi twa 2 terms no na ɔkɔ yɛ na amoa ananipa mienu betwa 2 terms pe na ɔmo kɔ yɛ na amoa nti yɛma kwan na ɛnya ne 3 terms we have not even had just a single person doing only 2 terms yes intentem after 6 years yɛnkɔ sisa mmara no na afei deɛ nipa na wɔkɔ first term wɔkɔ second term no yɛma ne nsa nkɔ yɛakɔnya medawo na ɔntumi nkɔ third term na yɛkɔ yɛ anaase yɛbae ade korɔ na asiiɛ ɛma yɛ sɛ obi atena so akyɛ ɛma Ghanafoɔ nyinaa heli ma yɛpam owura anya ntakyi a ɛno nti wobɛyɛ the beneficiary of people's disapproval for long stay as a FA president no you are just the immediate beneficiary. It's the same thing you want to do at the corner Ghanafoɔ nyinaa sorry tiaye edu baby Kwesi Nyantakyi became the number 1 enemy in this country among so many people to the extent that people felt he should even behind but obi some said then why you cry on to me cancel no kika. So the Ghanaian populace, the football fans and everybody feel that at least yenye 2 terms no ka bi kra yenye 2 FA presidents no be am 22 terms na nka yemfa nye susu di anhwe say afei de ye do level I feel say kwan bi so no yetimi shifting no ema kwan ma obi ko 3 terms e bebo we haven't done just a single one now some way somehow they are using the system and getting there na general me problem ni sometimes if an adult has a chance to take a decision no one taking the right decision here the blame man another adult yeah na menye comfortable me chidi ese nipa bebre so mo the shoes of Ketokreku mu a onya enam se seat ni so odenti onya time obeko nemo wona owotumi so okoto aba na wotumi ko kire se ye makwan na ye makwan no won nesese ye bi se omo nsem kakra se baby a ye free no ni esisi ye no so asesa na. Even in the first term of Ketokreku, so many people were talking about, say, or abusing the powers. Say, we use friends and cronies. Say, be Hawaii around him. Now, can you imagine after first term, second term, and third term, the final term? Say in the name of Bisiako. And to say, we are Brekum Chelsea, we are Techima Level Wonders, we are the same Victory Club Warriors, we are now you voter. You should be a man. Say, Omo Congress no omo nyina akwa gitumu a I don't think we should blame Ketokreku alone. Say onompe na amakwa ama 3 times na ba. The congressmen are over 120 or so. 24. Enti these when nyina ye sebi ompanyimfo a omabo omo bra e wo omo yiri wo omo na omo so omo adwen. So for me, if indeed omo conscience no mu bibia kire se pam omo kwaji 3 times nintum na bia owura Ketokreku enya chance enko ne 3rd time a they say bibiboni bia si we football mu a they are equally blamable. We can't only say okay, let's see cat the oppressor or manipulate system na ekomano na wo vote na ukoto aba no wonso way. So it's time we all have to also fish out these individuals who have voted and ask them questions. Say, on what grounds are they saying, say Siano after Kwesi Nyantakyi, we should go back to 3 terms again? You know, now tie narration, commentary, I was system ma. Bibia de di face football na ye di manipa no. Nipa na wo man mu no. Dudu na gidi ye say, ye nuru bra say ye change ko 3 terms. Until they should do the right thing for the good people of this country. Otherwise, nkrofo apathy towards our game, better control more. The commentary on the social media, the commentary in the traditional radio and TV stations will be so negative for our game, said that nkrofo do musa we game better theater ama ye football na sa ate akwa akiri
Omkodi three attempts.
yes
one for do
football mu no ebe sa ate akwa akiri
one for Ediabufu.
Yeah, you know, if you have monitored the system after as better we say omo dey beko Congress no ma ko bisa so munyintum na munyintum no clearly you don't even need any professional survey. All the commentary around it actually say the 3 term is not popular for the football people.
Okay.
So if na say nkrofo mu do football mem enti se wo na wo to aba na wo koye sa de na ebetwe nkrofo do akwa akiri social media radio so ni TV so enkomodi e be fa e football no e be sa e de negative enti wan hwe ya nkrofo se e de ho dom ye football no e de ho ahyem no e be sa ate akwa akiri. So they shouldn't think about themselves alone. And I'm sure even if they are thinking about themselves, they will know, say, it's too early for us to change the status, from 2 terms maximum to 3 terms. And the last thing is that...
But because before someone called last thing.
Yes.
Some omuntum rebia.
You know, until I'm catching on saying, look, they are using the right processes. Okay. First of all, they set up a committee. Committee, a constitutional review, and also almost status, books, nenko review. And committee, no city and como, and no much say, and near me, who mo in musu senses, I am remuno, and unye. Omoye no mukuchire sa ankrata ni nyana no mu de come omo mother body FIFA. FIFA go through no ebi o no mu GDA say it's too early for them. To the best of my knowledge, I'm told that they wanted to increase the Congress the Executive Council members to 22 or something. I stand to be corrected. But then some of them were accepted, some were not. Ni G2 FIFA G2 say ensimra kwan because mo FIFA na anka some FIFA president me call 3 times. CAF president me call 3 times. It's mo Ghana for mo be ya FIFA forcing from so be anyhow. And I say, Omodi Berry and Esco for no Suji no. Almost had the ama congressmen no. Omombeko Congress no. Omungo through the Drew Honoma. Omuntieti from no Mumrame Tuaba. And Timradie, Minya sure say, Omobdum Rebiso. They are using the legal means. But I'm saying that clearly from where we are coming from, looking at our history and looking at how Keto Kreku Kwesinya Teshi paved way for normalization and for Keto Kreku, it's too early for him to be a beneficiary of somebody who will stay on for too long.
Okay. All right, Dr. Frankunaro, Messai about Hobium na or others and also the about me, Badama Kawa Mohammed Ho. I want to say the Anna, I want to do Hombeko Wim Kakrandia.
Send me medical imagine. Medical imagine.
Okay. Yeah. On in your home. Dr. Frankunaro has spoken so well. What? I was praying someone would speak my mind, and he did that perfectly. This 3rd term may be legally lawful, but we are not kids, like you said. If this is genuine, Ket should step down for the next person to go for the 3rd term. Papa Kofi Edway Ifri Sheffield, UK, and Abreye, and Anopay. A good leader doesn't need more years or terms to prove himself. Do you know Nelson Mandela, the late? He's the greatest leader ever in history. Look at his stay in office. Just 1 term, and he handed over power. We should all emulate him and forget about staying in office for power, which to me doesn't help in any way. Kofi Toronto, Canada, and so Nediwe, and so Brian. Mami fi Kofi Toronto, Canada, and so Naminko. Okay, Juland, assigned the way Brian. I perfectly agree with Dr. Franco Naro. The assembly will not be able to maintain the Ninahini Sports Complex. News presented by Mickey just a while ago regarding Takwa Stadium confirms his assertion. Furthermore, he discusses the inspiration behind the project and questions whether the town's economy can sustain its maintenance. Indeed, our inability to differentiate between partisan politics and the common good of the people is a principal adversary of our dear nation. Juland Caesar in the way Ebae. Memfa mienu en kahona yentwaso emfa emamonana sledge. Aso na di way ebre. Good afternoon, Wafa. The GFA president is behaving like a typical African president. The moment power enters their head, they tend to change the status quo. Isn't it surprising that some of the football people that use Anas to destroy Kwesi Nyantakyi are today on the ESCO and supporting a third-term bid for Ket? What has changed? Are they eating now and has lost their principles? What power does the GFA president has to offer that he couldn't offer in 2 terms? Let me advise Ketokreku, power can trick you. You should be worried of those pushing him to seek a 3rd term. Nana sledge and so the way and a braye. Me ko NTK de ho na me de atwa eto later ebeba na eba betwa so de amamo NTK SA. Each of the multi-purpose youth centers was estimated at $1.8 million. See their state now. Obia Bodam. There is something wrong with us. The only thing that can stop the 3-term agenda is if Kilentia, but if Kilentia nkwandia ene emfa. Okay.
This is a Kilentia.
This is a Kilentia emfa. I don't know what I say.
The only thing I best stop in is just a killer in Tia. That's a killer Tia, dear.
Emfa. Killer Tia, dear. Any na afa. Okay. All right.
So, like, if killer, we name the offering killer.
Killer Tia.
Se killer, Emma Congressman Nisika, dear. Who trace Camo, dear.
Okay.
Umbe support.
Okay.
I'm an afa.
Okay.
Na say killer in Tia, dear.
All right.
I'm supporting my name.
Okay, and also 2 minutes be enfan tie nwom kakra bi obi abodam no boy.
Tempo da.
Unti da. Sa.
Enwom ne title obi abodam.
I don't know say title obi abodam da. Krum ha, I don't know. Pages. Odo no. Akoya mo fa so wano asay. Na DVD nti no asay obi sebe wabodam. DBDNT bia bodam. NTK mabo nyumro eni. All right, mako kofa Dr. Patrick enkra to kakra aba. Eba beto aso. Dr. Patrick.
The movie bia kwaba Patrick Natural Health ayo Ashtown in kageti ya hono abi MTM office kasendo beto so me kwani da bunkuma e kwankatwa bi na pa koso one way na aka fi MTM office na if you back nienu the toso yensa self you no am na yewo bibia akire wadwene na mpesa wo fe na na no edi nkoma numbers we and the screen so na betimi afa 0243 423471 0243 423471 and 02081623551 02081623551 numbers you na ofa ya we bi e hawo na community chirimu a ofa ebe fro and say only betima kasa na ya ma omu chirimu enne ye kasa fa ya dre a the friend arthritis no we have 100 type of arthritis but two people na common go Africa rheumatoid arthritis or also arthritis A2 asaya re we ubo ho ba bia kasa ne kasa bi asia ade bi so cartridge anakushi anadregre ene na kopon na hera yesa we bi nsuo pita bi agu ani magu ani ketima kwa wo utumi kwa mu sabi ya ho no o ha bi ba ho a ne timi ka so benya arthritis the first akona we so obi bia wo tie me na minumprem menkasem emututu no emuwie no wakwa hospital doctor say na chiri kasem cartridge no cushion no anadregre no awe ontumi ntrase ontumi nante ontumi nkoto sibi wakwa ha na akwa atire ogira obaso nante a sibi mpebiasa che what the crutches ahye menam wetumi ayde anante obi ha o was took you ha de bia ogira so asa na otuma so gyina hɔ bepa kyɛw tie ne yie paa wakɔ hospital sɛ deɛ meka no doctor say wɔnyɛ arthritis anaasɛ cartridge no a ɛwɔ hɔ no anaa nkutube hɔ no anaa wapɔ so doctor say ɛhɔ awe a baabi baako paa ɛsɛ ɔde w'ani kyerɛ ɛyɛ Patrick natural health bepa kyɛw tie ne yie bɛrima biara a wɔyɛ mmerɛ sɛ kwanya akɔfoɔ blas bɛ bɛrima deɛ wodidi wie asɛ didi bɛsi sɛ bɛrima wodidi wie asɛ didi sɛ ɔpɛ sɛ woyɛ bɛrima na atubu ban ɛkɔ ban n'akyi kɔfa nneɛma papa ɛde bɛfie deɛ a dekanfo ebi baako pɛ na de ama wo pepatɔ kɔfa pharmacy herbal shop chemical shop bi ɛbɛn obi a wosi pɛ PM capsules ɛne PH capsules PM capsules no deɛ ɛnam anko anan no PV capsules no ana PH capsules no ɔbaa no bɛrima no bɛrima wopɛ sɛ wosi pi na wosi pa PM capsules numbers ni 0243 42 3471 0243 42 3471 na 020 81 62 351 na go program.
Okay, yemra na yemeto asumfa mama Dr. Patrick enso na yete ne nka no Kofi Mr. Champon ye stories mu kakra de opese de efa
that's it. The Bifi Youth Resource Centers no. Youth Resource Centers no. Obekaya, you know, crampo there. I think it was about maybe 90% complete. Because me ame ko eko hu facility a na ba na ye. My surprise is that yeah normal could do this level. Once again, Ghana it me two ebu enugu normal so no. Ye ebu enu magu so. The beka we be complete. No matter where you are. Okay, I say I think 3-4 years back, Kinfaza Kasom Kobom league matches. It was because they do level be. Jofi send do baby Kinfaza Bakasom do league game. They went there to see. Your problem. And we continue to promise say baby sifu fro. Meanwhile, the way and some kakra on I'm for no to maintain it a problem my. The stadium there na yes standard ahwi ho they said obekwa kugura any of the stadium bia sebi ewo Cote d'Ivoire na say e bia o Mali out with the stadium with everything okay anytime bia no person ball no so sorry call unsuro say na ebeka say stadium no ya tum and you home afio all of them advanced stadium ni nyina e bia you realize baby we are siko sisi in that so level in away past because other countries are Joe yeah better than other countries are you know no me pay ebi why so ye bibia mu chen no omo decent stadium the bi opeso mo bi omutima sorry akon koye but they will keep multiplying the bi ebesi fufro ye be yese ni nyina nothing one new yes even that almighty Accra stadium any everything say stadium we there international standard if you want to play or any game can be played there it be but in your least chances here because it's fufro say no give us 5 years give us 6 years give us 10 years person so be can that no one like we very good initiative we stadium other sporting facilities other centers so betime suan normal nyina ho dey na kitchen say dey na kitchen say but look at if your standard where dey wo ba kokura ni ho I think for you do there I think was commissioned if I'm not wrong was commissioned at the time be koye 6 match or something but the coin be faso a e be me ni akon e be hwe ye no e ya sam foforo nki was anu makoma ko 10 Ghana but other regions are calling say ye ni bi be my but the koye ni no ekosi sen yan say maintenance culture yan say suban a de bia ye beko na samba bisi faako ye beko na samba bisi faako intimi nya one standard say stadium mode international standard I mean with that sorry next match baswa when everything is in place we don't market across stadium clear say bobo any mali ho no something must be done between now and the time sana bobo ayabo something must be done
Utumu se sika kompa restanti ni oh gosh.
Enti ya na mama tibom me dwo amentiase. Me dwo amentiase so what is the reason? Ade bi okwa we kwa do beju udin.
ya de na do say 90% sika na ehia what me 2 years sika bi what me 90% so wo hia $1 million e just what $100,000 $100,000 fa koka wona fa ji udin no and no waja ma de na sa deteriorate asansan na chi then you need more than the 100,000 to get it in shape.
And the powers that be, and will do be also responsible.
And then I'm doing one because about easy. Say a plateau, one kind, if one will be a simple thing to even go and remind or be say, no, this we need to get it done. Maybe I say, oh, I do so you. If you say, we can get a resource from Hasibit Ministry, go if we are there, completely. Now, it me a but no. Can your problem? No, your problem too much. Your problem, and it doesn't only rest with say resource centers known. Even a kwan cry the back contract be so nya or ye kakra wan kakra san no every so. Na kwan no o make atam so ye no. Akwase ya chenda da na nam so sa na ye se kwan ye no. Because all ba no ba tutu ba bi ateche baba ha we baba nso beta ba wa na akwase ya chenda da no. No mo jama ye ne namu sa 5 years, 6 years, 10 years ni etibo ye ho sa. The problem Mintajun who sa mentiasi.
The kaka crave dan ke ko boy match outside Ghana. Nti amaye nsuan bibi en free. So free sa amrane badde. E be tu no mayi kama.
Me say your problem, Joe.
Problem free so ah. Just akoba.
Free so your problem. Your problem. And the problem any ne te any ne dade bia. And no man do hu hia na ye focus attention na be call. The hia dey da bi. Sani eti Ghana.
Nje beto aso sa.
Na we ni den. How many times na yanka? Na kwate some of the things dey here. There's a Kumasi stadium share now cost the costume adan ya pump asenti. How much does it cost to repair the pump? Near jama moon pitch no ma ba be say e me na we hear more than just the pump. Ana reason is I say pump the pumping is what say. And it's a jar pack and he say, I'm a net, you know, more than just repairing the pump. And then we hear rainwater, we hear fertilizer, we hear diesel, we hear fire service for, we hear way. Any problem here?
Nina so a government there.
And I make can say private we are.
NSC for that matter the government there. Okay? Now they see the city. In the abaya there and say
in South Africa,
a private person be there. And go on to say
in South Africa, most of a stadium no must see any no mom the World Cup no one no man. I could be no private entities ne Irani, private companies ne Irani. I told you because was it Orlando Stadium? Yes, me call Orlando Stadium. Some game. The company, the club, team stadium is Orlando Stadium, but the club is somewhat different from the operators of the stadium. Into what they take you through normal. This is the stadium. I'm hand you over amount certificate. Normal way who we are. We hand it over to them. Now because I a private company in Intino, or Francophone be a Juma, I will tell Muka. And to call Juma make sure so we are Juma. Now Juma no yen so far so say, and then the betcher say, what I say to your can ask me into your car. But me a ben Juma, but some work at your benti. What are we Juma when you Juma work at your baba? Nenkesa stadium we say Jama say private entities in and running your way to the keeping shape. Because sorry, you must earn money. And they be say about cut off for some Gobenyeska. He say ye free on Tibetan Wenyeska. But they are buying into the background. What they about cut off for, Yamoga cut off for, whether they send them generate to, it doesn't generate to, they don't care. But some maybe Chaneka. No one need the edit. And no one need the co. I think Frank dealt a lot with in Kotokone management in the system of running this year. You have one simple advice. Look at what happened. And say a launch Ghana Football Association APL. It's been going on. No? It's been going on. We at Mitumo fear, but we had the tax say, and you can say a cow abonting because say negotiations don't mean do baby. And young crowd who sit on the board no. No even me. You're a damn passo. I'm in a can was him until see a first year launch. And that FA invited in Crawford an invitation. GFA wrote invitation to clubs no piano. They never told what was it or who was it. And upon a before we move to the hotel acquired there no, and the GFA president Premier League clubs no Asia. Then informed them of what was going to happen because in Ghana obiti asema ye news man no ade mu de anya no krakra report na asema wakote e no krakra wo mu nti wan hwe ya no pa kono kra na ye disinterested before den be kra na ya send dada nka this way a big deal alpha lotto enti senipa 6 or 8 amusia montimi kipi computer ma wi ade na jomba announce ame afi na be cobra ahwa na ese ma hunu bi pen obi kitikiti say to get opportunity or employment because a barbon tinti there be anya juma bio yeah nti I'm so careful. How many times am I commit member akoyo TH ni tika rekemo fa bit me ni mo hwe
tika say dey say no make yasem na boy
so no dia me ni mo hwe babu sa meet DJ fe ba announce on be publish it you go and follow it ko konya sa de ne kom omo ni afa lot of phone nyina omo no negotiation na no first no be en sa de ye wie ya man babonti because e bi kwa na anko wie pe anko wie so no until say bia e be wie no e ba announce no in keep
now who be an free it be free the other side so
then they say the people involved they say the people involved and I make say some me on go town
no person omo de benya mileage kakra say you that short period no at least remember bonting
when I make say to call first meeting na say mo ka say
mo bia betimi aliki
yeah but we call first meeting na say o ka say de ye wie ya mo bia nka ho hwe between the two parties no mo koba good time am announce na Joe na ma announce
well yentu aso akasima miensan pepe na donko abo. I want to ask Mr. Champion today this simple question. Now that President Mahama has majority in parliament and can begin the process to change the 2 terms of every president to 3, as some people are proposing, what will have been his reaction as a politician? Sometimes it's better to do your best and leave the scene than to stay for long and destroy your hard-earned reputation. They always say there is nothing at the GFA to be enjoyed, and it's always about service. And if it's about service, why do they still want to serve us for more years when the public outcry is against that? And then service is so by force. Power is transient to Reverend Father Godfred Ofori, Our Lady of Grace Senior High School, Mamponting, and Apejawe, so they are Mr. Champ.
Reverend Father, unfortunately, is also thinking like a lot of people, falling into the same thing. Ketekreku, what we are going to do on the 12th, Tuesday, and yet to extend the term for Ketekreku.
So they are explaining how.
Yeah, but so...
They are explaining how.
So what did Baby
is to make him eligible for...
Baby I want to cry now. I been cry who Frank Buya say what they who now can yen no fata no. And then ye Uzinya no buya.
Nyina ne fata.
Ah what they nyina who can yen nyina ne fata no. And then ye time when ya sa de no as we stand and days and nay ka say nay say no. Oni who kwan.
Oni kwan so ile.
So ni who kwan because it is not in the statute. This is on the 12th. Yeah. On the 12th now in Yeko Congress no. It is not to go and vote to extend Ketekreku term. I've said the time and over again. Say, the time I can say you can win any cat away one powder a year October 2027. When it's come to tell, say opposite or contest view. So time no case opposite or contest view the people are almost to abano. And mind you, yeah, not every time be an easy fire one say, yeah, represent two be the argument. I heard Frank saying, because Tete was number one enemy. If you was enemy to you, was not enemy to other people. Never. And no man see what Ghana has said. Media for no, my daughter cannot do the judgment. My daughter Ghanaian. Then all the judgment. My daughter Ghanaian. All research. And they Ghana for cancer.
You are talking about.
What's that?
Open the menu and that time no. Man for condemn more Ghana.
I'm for because media men now omo pena 7 effort to omo say omo say ko sinya ntechi and then some of them at the fair year are trying to get close to him I'm a Ford. Oh,
I was talking about.
Once my Mamika say, and you don't allow me to flow. You don't allow me to flow. Me tell that and outside so cassava. You never heard me.
Cruise.
Me see, media man no mutan ko sin yente chief ato mu say you crusade on beye. And omu ye. But the judgment and he say, you don't do any research because you media man out no, you don't like we see. And it will so be some penasem. You may not like it, so you think that they don't like him. But the people involved with football no, will be the people to judge in 2027. Not even now. I mean, to us, I'm eligible contesting for GFA president. Between now and 2027, the baby my bro boom, and no my baby my bro boom, my made Jinasa me call GFA president. And I should be a man enough to contest Kate. Say, wanya dear papa between Saturday we are. I want to tell some year obia. Say, to Obama man, chess and pa. O fantasy say would ye.
I'm on for anticipate. They say there is no way Kate in abuse. So you extend it.
And no draw. You what anticipation? And no one know. And they said it was a CIA.
O making it known. Say, me contest biom. Me 2 terms new year. Me nko biom 3 terms me yama afufra. Ebia obeba after me a obia be me na no 3 terms.
You cannot force that out of somebody.
Anticipate this.
No, but you see, and that is where every time you no wrong no. That is where every time you no wrong no. 10 years. Oh, Frank now.
Mr. Obi amemo abem doc why Mr.
Why
yengo
and then you no wrong no otia na odwin ma obi into wadwin ama na wi ntino first of all no what to so asem no na dey ahye no we no just to give dog a bad name and hang it into wadwin ama na wi afen na wo hama no na otwitwa no sa me say timi me
anybody positive negative it me call left it me call right I call right I say I call left I say
but so
no
so why must we think say negative why must we think say it's only negative and that it cannot be positive why must we think so why must we live in the world and think that everything they will be there we should end up in negative 90 million and positive why must we even think so why negative now they don't positive income. You positive come and assess him as well.
Omo kano. Minim say.
I know this show be omo ka. I know this omo ka.
What's it positive and negative?
Hey.
All concerns are
right. Hey. What is the worry? From now, what is the worry? What is support? What is the worry? What is the worry? What is support? What is the worry? What is the worry?
Ostandia okobioma ya dwincheni wa nkobiom so ya dwincheni
I want kobiom no wa dwincheni den
oh normal
ma betana continentachi ana wana obia so nka say so wan kobiom dia say but tie point na me raising is say what is happening on the 12th and it's our duty as media men to educate people. There's no election. We are not going to extend term of office. Text somebody by your BND. Text somebody by your BND. Someone send a text. Laka, you can tell me anything you want to tell me. I have right to also speak. And
any problem?
Now what is your worry? No, I come with me, Kana. What is your worry? So allow me to flow, please. Can I flow? No, but can I flow? Let me free here. Don't paint wrong picture to people. Don't paint wrong picture to people listening to us. Okay, so my idea. Mr. Make a study. But allow me to flow. Why are you heckling me?
Cool down.
You don't heckle me. Allow me to flow. Allow me to flow, please.
Flow,
but you'll be interested one. And then no Bob pushes every single person our interest. Every single person was associated with interest. Into the can ask them. I had Obi or send a text by no Bob a Fozilla Jardin or Bob Augustin Sangodin. Say they didn't have to get much time to do something. Wouldn't be so much do a CFA president. Augustin Sango became FA president of Senegal 2009. We are in 2025. And now, look at the things he did. Oh, Senegal. Now, so muko contest. And Nipa 4 or the 3rd. Sango, Nipa 4 or the 3rd with 92 votes. Once we been 380 votes, no, or the 92 votes. The time you drew, Nanko for no to abano. I said the why you no money swa. Joe, it doesn't take the Obi can radio soon the Obi can. They will vote against you. Say no more to abano. Say time I do so more to aba. No man who say no. As a normal econo, you who say would this person will be a better FA president than we are. They'll vote against you. They voted against Okesi Sango. We can hear. Wabra Senegal winning no so winning na. O to betiano. MPP were in power. We thought we've done everything. Ghana 4 disagree with the MPP. Look at vote results. What is going to happen on the 12th is to get the statutes around Ghana football aligned with seniors in CAF and FIFA. And no man, you call FIFA no anywhere no mukwa. Say the most important thing called discussion Congress is no. Every year Congress without amendment to the statute. Into normally do call Congress every year no any na important. It's like the 7th item. It can happen say if you Tuesday, you know, the clubs will think say no, at the juncture we don't do this, and so they vote against it. It's a worry. One way you get to now to say, we no more do for besio, and normal people predicting your future cry. Munyame predicting about the future. Na de tu nyanko sin techi, na de ye say, na de ye say, na de ye say. Say you ask near the negative mindset you ask here. Or offense now we also
just heard Dr. Nyahota Maklu the same
Mr. Crawford
until no
Mr. Crawford that's not only
journalist
no I just said in Crawford until me
Dr. Nyahota Maklu said same
and I may say
Mr.
Crawford and compasses will be a journalist I'm saying said do not predict to be future. Some koya there now. Hey, a bit may do between now and time in the maybe what has happened in Ketokroku's life and in the Manomakwan, he might not even decide to contest. It might even be say, I will be contesting. Because I'm eligible to contest. Okay. Obia involved in football, be eligible to contest. Omom ko to abano, omom ko to abano. Whether a favor a omone to abano. Obia ko Congress bia you be able to contest as FA president. Into omo ko say omo ko to so ko law to favor Ketokroku. No. If say favor, everybody are involved in football. Say any favor against Keta against who be involved in football because who be eligible so be to contest as FA president.
7 minutes after. But Obisi one answer. Achi hasn't answered the question of Fawaz Gruza, UK the way about. Achi hasn't answered the question of the tester whether he as a politician will support if JDM changes the presidential term from 2 to 3.
JDM cannot change presidential term. And this is one thing. Intina yaya then I am limited to what is happening. President Mahama want me change term from 2 to 3. It is a process to go through it. The process to go through our constitution says that constitution for Bayomaya amendment it's one of the entrenched positions in the constitution. This is what they call referendum. The whole Ghana. I call Juni says the Ghana for a 2 year say he 3 times. Now Benina also just kudum
8 minutes after 1.
You know,
just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. 1 o'clock. Yeah, LPMs.
No, just 1 minute. I was just making a quick point. A quick point. You know why Ghana fulfills a Keto continue Mokoyezan? Football person be or will be our next election or a qualified except Keto Kreko. Football for no more. Omo football people are potential on bit my FA president. Obiano ourselves impo 1 term and 2 terms. Into ye change ya 3 no. Nipa changing to 3. Eba mama na ye qualify say ya change ya 3 a unqualified e Keto Kreko. Enunti so obi adwen ye ne say ninti no mu change ya 3 a. That is the background.
Now we are football
because say Kofi T next election Kofi person will stand there without changing to 3 terms he's qualified. Any other person is qualified. But the only person I am changing and 3 only qualified to contest is Keto Kreku. So based on that, people will be right in saying that they are changing it to make him qualify to contest.
Okay. Now you're a football person. Now you're man enough. Now if you say you'll be to make the FA president, you know, and that you've done good to the members of Congress or football clubs, no one. And you can also say to what they are, team contest, no, and I will contest the they won't me win. Any so Bema. So I Bema, Bema, if I want to contest, I can contest Ket. Oh Bema there, you don't need Ket to be of the scene and son of person. And then now who governing you know. So before Judy Pardia said the ne fall. Ababe 2 friend is Augustin Songo, and then a contest here. Songo is the president. Senga will be he contested him and he's won. This why Bearman office obey to me contested. No bet to me president of the Ghana Football Association. No cause so say, Ket in one quad, and I'll bet me I contest him winning. Contest him and win against him.
Mickey, you need to cry.
DSTV, so much more. DSTV, home of entertainment. Baby, a Nijie war entertainment war. A DSTV so. Open sports so a DSTV so. Enche biana match Saudo eba bekoso EPL games, La Liga bekoso preseason games Audo e koso sabre. Enunti sene so se we obi a opese wo decoder no enjoy nyema wo so a DSTV ene decoder wo so nyebi. Na ye dia asem daba wo decoder na expiring date no ba me ha ho se wo ko DSTV for office. And that's Ufrobi, so reconnect to decoder and amount. Dial star 759 hash star 759 hash. Our phone so no reconnect to decoder no asem wa MTN everywhere you go. Say data person will enjoy data. Sabre data is live. Data man kwa. Data new phone so now who tete. And nuti so pe data o browsing o yisua e quantum entia. MTN for data. Sabre so see data o to a yes some 15% additional data e di aka ho enunti to MTN data no our MTN app ne so to MTN data was star 138 hash to MTN data was star 170 hash na enjoy MTN everywhere you go. High sense your product ni papa enunti ene ye product ni di near 5 years warranty e wo home. Product bia beto e free high sense bia anase atro high sense bia no ye be ma 5 years warranty e wo ye gie product ni di enu tu apartment na wesie wie no hotel na wesie wie no ufie na wesie wie no wo dan na wesie wie no opanyema e de akom electronic appliances and apedi akom a e biti set television gas cooker washing machine smart television water dispenser na apedi akom a and for when nche bia high sense dear and also Kopebito, Kumasi, your branches near, your Kumasi City Mall, your Kumasi Edum, your Kumasi Edum Post Office, and your Kumasi Tafo, Braya Sweye, na Yembo, SG Mall Summer School, El Coso, and Unti Senenso, and Kolano Mama Quine Abefie, Wamu Befie, Wamasi Sabre, I was say, or classes, I was so man quite no classes, said the Beya, Bosume Bakone Fan or Babetenefi. Onya how a womb was sumbejo so call akọ ejuma enunti na SG mo de summer school no e de aba every nursery enkodu JHS every nursery enkodu JHS ena ye ma oba no entetie pa ya shase on the 5th of August ena shase ebeba na wie 29th of August ya ba ma oba no nimdie robotics mu ya ba ma nimdie e abacus mu ya ba nimdie English mu mathematics science painting, art and craft, swimming, yabemana sensu, games outdoor bekoso. Nyamane time with the stars, calibers, kwakumenu, funny face, and killer in tria. Anunti frey and tentem. Your number is 0545 897570. 0545 897570. For number we so yebejo so ejaba joey ejabo prempere 2nd Street edum ejabo Ashtown traffic light na sin ejaba se adibie di gold aye bia no so ba na so ye eye wedding ring engagement ring promise ring chain na patu kom adie bi na patu nsa ejaba jewelry ena kwa nsa betima kebi ye wo yellow gold 18 karat ene wo white gold enso ewo hom enu nti frɛ ye wo 2 branches bako ewo dum ai prempere 2nd Street edum ene sanso bako Ashtown traffic light na say your number is 0277104488 Herbal Company Limited and the Herbal criminal a de abedjaso a cream a bema na use bema de uno beshema boy juma ye obo boy juma a Herbal cream apply it to be a penis no after 30 minutes na ko wash it o washing so make sure so washing ye na fe breadru someone your bano e ba be shiemu any drugstore any chemical shop bia be ko bia no obenya Herbal cream ni bia to shene so se Herbal cream no FDA and the stamp boss say pine so you so winya any side effect your number is 0244 750 510 Ban Herbal Hospital. Dompeni kasemo juma na ban ye o spinal cord no problem wom, we chin kase no problem wom, o arthritis, anase o bone disorders. O bone o problem wom when ya ka kwensia wate awe. Baba de kowe ban chira kwan, wo de ha ban be chechire o hawo ne so. Na afei ehilia bom e de amount. Ban si wo stroke, gonorrhea, syphilis broma soye na yen solve problem no emfama ya tonso agogo behind na tonso agogo hospital no anasa Christ Pinterest junction number 18 so your number is 0244 988 004. Patrick Natural Health and Laboratory Services. Patrick Natural Health and Laboratory Services. Ko Dr. Patrick Asweye o ko Dr. Patrick Asweye obeboa wo ye papa yaria wo do a wo go through Dr. Patrick na eboa. Dr. Patrick say obi akoko hawo obi a UTI, syphilis, stroke na hawo wo low sperm count anasa awo na ope anasa prostate no wonya cancer anasa enlargement wababesia wo problem awo emma Fako Dr. Patrick Asweye Kumasi Murom Ashtown. Your number is 0243 423 471 0243 423 471. Yeah, and the PM capsules aba and the PV capsules so aba ejaso. Jabura Bank PLC. Yeah, the Obatampa loan scheme no at the abam. Obatampa loan scheme no HSA. We see can about 3 to 6 months in Faswaba Paso at the amount. Apart from no, I want to investment at the mouth. Apart from no, Oba shares. You know better than negotiations. Now percentage you know what discuss it net the amount. Jabura Bank PLC Sibra savings account, current accounts, Dachinti shares. Fixed deposit, money transfer. Ni be away asweye. Your number is 0271409340. 0271409340. Offer number we so ye bejosu general.
Okay, our Brian Nafi Menoko about Donko Apahosima Edu and so yes, my opinion. If the GFA president is so confident that the clubs will approve for the third term, as the secretary is claiming, that 8 clubs who proposed for that, if the clubs that proposed for that, then they should allow them to do. I'm we message we. I'm here lawyer Kwame Boafo the way and Abraham is here. Achi, we are not kids. Some of us will think ahead. Are we not entitled to predict what Kurt is capable of doing? I saw on Fantepim was your alma mater. Is your motto not Jin Shekai? Lawyer Kwame Boafo, and so they are the Abreye, I don't know. MC Malik and others later, made the most of Beba. Now, Chairman Solo, and so team, at the statement, TNT Abbas CI say because of Enra tragedy at 2 or minor, at a renting or 2 or minor, into more campaign activities near the end, no more suspending in till some morning, no, over. Radio interviews rallies line up nema hudo nyina no tema so no se ni team no omo suspending nyina na omo send omo heartfelt condolences at the Emma bereaved families no na kopo onsho omo den na bibi ombe no nyame sho omo den onsho omo den onsho omo den na almost single out I don't know. But Maminfa we encounter quickly. Omo can say in particular, in a particular painful turn of events, the tragedy claimed the life of Dr. Edward Omane Buama, a staunch, dedicated and above all, devoted supporter of Asante Kotoko SC, whose passion and unwavering dedication to the Porcupine family were unmatched. His death is a significant loss, not only to the political and professional community, but to the entire Santiago Kotoko fraternity, where he was widely admired and deeply respected. Nyame ayaduma ochira eba betrans ebe kan message ni na Chairman Solo ujina circles ni na no anan edesa nsemi enso
lo abafo e na se enokre me conference pem ye moto ye dwen hwekan entina me dwen beyond Ketokroku it's be a bit some way or
I don't. It's for you to think, say, we because it's just a Ketekriku. No, it's bigger than Ketekriku. It's into the future of Ghana football. It's not beyond Ketekriku. Ebe do korokoro non-contested. Nakopon enim dachi.
Brem. Na yɛnhwɛ wo de yɛkɔ hine.
Yeah, Sergio, Emma, I think they said discussion now you were enjoying it and you were saying say go back and answer say. Sergio, now you discussing about the 1991-1992 seasons, you know. Sergio, heard there are some interesting games a course one a very very interesting. Okay, House of Folk echo share goal face by a goal to nil. Okay. That season, you know. And when Abdul Mumin was with the youngsters terrorizing defenders, Sergio, Mobe share corners. 4-0 bi Kumasi ha. And of course, Sergio, Niena ye discuss here and also gaining attention much more was the RTU and the Kotoko game Kaladan Park. When at a point in time RTU were leading, and of course Oli Rahman had the equalizer for Asante Kotoko. Then of course match ended abruptly because the officials they amount to me and to a game so owing to that equalizer Sergio enumuna Asante Kotoko supporters accuse you Alhaji MND Jawula of inflating those winner baso honum enuna sports world written by Oheneba Charles.
Kotoko win their protest against RTU.
Yes.
Okay. Tamale Kaladan Park banned. Kotoko richer by 2 points, 2 goals. Alhaji Jawula to be punished. Okay. We
Sports World. Okay. Yes, Sports World. And of course, one of the papers also told us that Alhaji MND Jawula has been blamed for sparking those riots. Okay. And Sergio, that was how it captured. And Sergio, we went on, but Sergio, there was one significant games behind also a course. Sergio, in that season, Kotoko share has Wakra, and a house in Subesha Kotoko Waha. Kotoko share has on 1st March 1992 in Wakra.
Okay.
Yes, and that was the game Mahmouda Mohammed and the man on target.
Okay.
So now jubilation and a Kosono.
Wow.
Yes.
Score line is
1-0.
1-0.
Yes.
Okay.
So Mahmouda is equal
92.
2. Yes. Okay. Yes. So that day Kotoko House of Folk and a home that day. So has started with Ali Jara and goal post. And of course, Usmani Idi on the right, David Pomang on the left, and of course, Joe Jechi and then Sam Johnson were the men anchoring the center of defense. Okay. And then Ibakai Emmanuel Ama alongside Joe Odoy and anchor the midfield. Santro Fiakwa, Owusu Benson, Ben Akwa, and of course, Erica Samoa. Okay. In that order for the Accra House of Folk starting lineup on that day.
Picture about earlier of 3 players and meaning ultimate with my identify.
Yeah. Mahmouda.
Monsan Fanko. No, yes, this one.
Yeah, Mahmouda Isaac Wachin Tujan.
Tujan.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
We are supposed beat.
Ufin to Jan. Yeah. No Jina so papa Saturday Sereno.
Yeah.
Said that Dr. Nairo kind and I know as a left in here or no right.
Why does it look like say Nansemi Huna as OT team? Tell me Bobo as no tintin.
Oh, but they now said that Nana and I'm not buffer.
So much to be every one. Much to see any other.
But say straight over course.
A quantity as over.
What
menu na kwa?
Menu na.
Inti reducing the height.
Yeah, reducing the height.
Because some of Bobo no means I say no or height.
Right near see, na left near or. Let's see.
Okay, with general bit makan. What's it? Okay.
Wow, say or first no was you idea.
Me say, I am say. Nti prove me wrong say be no bobo ne height no. Ne height no the bobo na no na me
headline be one channel. Or the Ejuma predicts 7th round knockout.
Yeah. Minim so the message be say here Kofi. Maybe I no one tell you no trip papa.
Oh but that no be fear na mu on some tennis here na chese wo. Yeah. Na we na is na we na is. Yeah. But I'm tired of huni but now they
the mo kan men kan.
Okay. Until a short message na on to Jan Diaba. Madam was why. And on wa person kind of, Madam was why.
Men kan.
Wa mo bi adi mo. Ovi na se we rade ho.
Na se
me hu so all type. O de man ya mekan enya so a be ka phone so.
Oda se wi a o tro dey bi.
Our entrance.
So Trojan anchored the midfield that day alongside Safiano Musa and of course Ibrahim Garba and the likes of Kwesi Appiah with the laterals, the back line, Edward Abuaji, and of course, and then Obeka Emmanuel Ampia, and then leading the line was Mahmouda Mohamed, the attacker. Mohamed Anafi was in the setup, and that the Alex Donko, and of course Bright Obin. So that game has a Kwachi Bemu in the second half. Even Godwin Ablode was also part of the House of Folk setup, almost by. But Sejo, the incidents are twice so within those seasons. Sejo, Ntojan there, Sejo Enfan Ntojan there no emphasis.
Okay.
Ibia that could be the reason why Ibia na. Okay, that season I no prior no.
Prior no.
Yes.
Score Mikishi there no.
So mobile capture so where the Indian doctor now or operating Mr. Dr. Casas Ewo Kofridia. So come that headline about or say injury struck Ntojan as a injury now a Bamano that was that season Sergio Twaso. Yeah, Twaso eka about the Scenery brothers and of course Accra Girl Olympics when they were owing the Scenery brothers by 30 million, of course Nani Aka 10 million ekobaso. But Sergio in that season the second leg ewo Babaya Sports Stadium Sergio has been shared Kotoko by 2-1. Bernard Ayi and of course Masaudu Nada scored those 2 goals within the space of 23 minutes.
Okay.
And of course, and that was the day Samson Appiah was substituted for Anthony Mensah Antonio Sekoju. So I'm very replacing.
Samson Appiah, okay, goalkeeper.
Yes.
Adansi.
He was substituted for Anthony Osekoju to come and replace him after conceding those goals. And a Joe Kwata, Etekano. Emma Joachri. Emma Kumasi Asante Kotoko. He had a consolation goal. But the Joe, we season there, Kotoko still ended up as the champions of that season.
Right.
But the Joe, there were interesting stories that came around those years.
Tell us.
Sergio, one of them was the Nana Akosa one night when Nana Akosa and JY Jemfi board were having that tussle. And Sergio, okay, there is also one interesting story and also a course. And that was that after season na course na Kotoko. Try say omobema salif wansaba. Omokutia 1.5 million cedis to goalkeeper salif wansa the late. So mbenda mom. But Sergio, ni ko mu ne se omo sign a pre-agreement say Salifu Emma or this can be Dashia Kotoko Musika back. So Sergio, we one of the sports the people now can say why Salifu Ansa dodged Kotoko.
Why Salifu Ansa dodged Kotoko? Chechemu e ban say newspaper hero TV
so Sergio ni woman say na Odumu ho. Samson Appiah ho. Antonio Sekoju ho. And of course, na Edward Ansansu ho and na likely so beko. So they were looking forward to bringing Salifu Ansansu on beko setup no. But Sergio, what kind of indications? Salifu Ansa never wanted to be in the same team with Mohamed Odu, so he declined.
Okay.
So and that was within those times. Na Sergio, na House of Folk so try some so be Leo Azikwachi and Oli Rahman. So so free Kotoko. Mama Mebo Emma Across of Folk. And Sergio, both players were paid 1.5 million cedis each. But Sergio, Nyokoba and say Accra House of Folk, or director of communications, Harizako was impressing upon those players, Say those times not contractual issue you can entice players, and that was how those issues went around during those times.
Okay.
And Sergio Isaac Kwachi and of course Uli Rahman still ended up registering for Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Okay.
Omo Ankwankobo Ama Accra Sufuk. Sergio, that was the same season when House of Folks were pamomo ewo omo training grounds ewo police depot no.
Even a pamomo.
Yeah, police.
Oh, okay.
Yes, kamo that headline no.
Okay.
Ebeto so.
Owners of pitch no.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because na the woman say almost say her supporters no eba training school ekoso edema the police new recruit na omo beba aba besua dia enter into that service no and say you indication about ne say police for no ehun say house of folk supporters near didi
police sack Hearts of Folk from their depot park.
Yes. Okay. Kotoko sponsor.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the paper.
Okay.
Kotoko sponsor. So
Kotoko sponsor and has a story. I'm gonna carry.
Anybody on carry.
Just a negative story.
Yes.
So Sergio, that was how it happened around that time. And Sergio, another one Ekoba and say we league na Sergio Malik Jabir Ekoba back. So there were issues about say some players were a bit skeptical kakra because na some ade eba be free kotoko na Malik so eba.
Okay. Malik in, ade out. But kotoko players say it's very wrong.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Kotoko players in who from Paul Manso and Kwesi Apia and Malik and Coach Ade and so all right. Then
so
we see paper man anyway by.
We sports world now.
Okay. Okay.
No, this sports
events. Yeah, sports event. Okay. So Sergio, now there were indications that some of the players, especially senior players, were not in agreement with Diana Ekoso,
okay,
around those times, So Sergio, that was how it ended in those seasons,
All right. In the offense here, so can be brave. All right, now today in history, and then 7th August 2025. 7th August, I'm fear be brave at Chemco. Dear CC, yen shake a cra, now TMC I should be brave. And then 7th August. Okay, 7th August 1982. 43 years ago, and and Ghana is Malaysia 3-0. Medeka Cup, John Essien. 59th and 63rd minute, and Abedi Pele, 81st minute, goal at the Ghana. The late CK Jemfi was the coach then. It's August 7th, 1982. 43 years any. Mayantuaso na yenshwe August 7th, 2004. 21 years ago, Black Meteors beat reigning European champions FC Porto 3-1. Okay. Asamoah Gyan, Emmanuel Adukwe Papo, and Kojopoku Mahala scored the goals for Ghana. Mohamed Al Hassan saved the penalty in the game. Black Meteors were preparing for Athens 2004. Omo Eshe FC Porto 3-1. Mahensai Enshe we and so 7th August 2004, 21 years ago. Hearts of Folk beat Santos FC of South Africa 1-0. Lawrence Ejatete, Ejatete's 30-yarder scored in the 3rd minute. Was all that the Phobians needed. Yensaim Review 1983, 7th August, 41 years ago. I'm from Kaisa story here. 41 years ago, 7th August 1983. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lost to Hearts of Folk by 4-3 in Kumasi. Okay, yes. Kumasi Asante Kotoko lost by 4-3 in Kumasi. Hearts of Folk took a 3-0 lead through Sam Yeboah's brace. Sam Yeboah shared 2 goals. And Boche. Samuel Bokunti drew Kumasi Asante Kotoko level by netting 3 quick goals in the 55th, 56th, and 60th minutes. However, Hesel Dampton's header later doomed Asante Kotoko to a 4-3 loss. Okay, Intina and also I don't know. One for Meka is a match now. Dog, one baby. Babera. Ha 3-0.
Ne pokunti beti 3-3 munum so mani aji manya drewi.
Yes. Okay, enti eno esi 7th August 1983 na eno so no. Exactly 20 years ago, 7th August 2005, Hearts of Folk decided to cash George Iranian's July salary. In a letter signed by Tommy Okai, Irani was suspended for 3 games for the red card he received on the 31st July 2005 in a game against King Faisal. Hatchfolk went on to lose that game 2-1. Dan Quay opened the scores with a 46-minute penalty. King Faisal responded with a penalty of their own by Alassane on the 55th minute. With 2 minutes played in time added on, Erigau Gatete did the unthinkable by scoring to hand King Faisal the win. King Faisal went to the top of the league with 34 points after that game, followed by Asante Kotoko 33, Hearts of Oak 32, and Brekum Arsenal with 30 points. Abubakar Yahuza and George Iranio were sent off in the 30th minute on the same day.
Sergio, that day, no, Liberty share Kotoko 3-1.
Yes.
Near Z to Coprine.
Yes.
Well, we can make.
Yes.
I was at the stadium that day.
Okay. In the score lines,
penalty no has Nyaminu. Okay. Dankwe she Baku, Osase Baku, Tola, Suraj Mohammed, Ponche Baku. Okay. Nami was quite end of the field.
Okay.
That day, yeah.
I see. In the score lines, no, how many names okay Kotoko 3-1 and Liberty 4.
Yeah.
RTU Sushe Kade Hospice 3-0. Hazakis Eshe final 3-0. Sa week na Arsenal Eshe Power FC 2-1. Real Sportive and so Eshe Bofaka 1-0. Ash Gold Eshe Heart of Lion 5-1. So that's jai. Dwarfs and so Eshe Oko United 2-0. And Liberty Eshe Santi Kotoko 3-1. Now say Kwame Obinda got all the 3 goals for Liberty. In the 4th, 68th, and 88th minute. Nasiru Gani scored for Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the 46th. Yes, Nasiru Lampard. Yes, Sir Cecil Jones Atukwefi was the coach for Liberty Professionals. Wow. Sante no Liberty.
Yeah.
Okay. And also,
I think a season later, no been that could move Kotoko fan.
Yes. Ose Kotoko no Mkofano.
Yeah. No man, baby Rooney.
Maybe. Nina CC 7 August. Sorry, it's Nina no. 7 August. I remember one was 100 gave me.
There's Obin
No, 3-0 now.
83.
Yes.
No.
No, sir.
I didn't watch. 83.
And I know Dumai.
I didn't watch.
But now what Dumai?
Now I 83 na mo bense. I was less than 10 years.
Okay.
No Nibolechi. If no Nibolechi.
83 I was less than 10 years.
Okay. All right.
Less than 10 years and they say it doesn't arise. If you no Nibolechi. The time for 9, 8 to
move. My baby say
less
than 10
years. Ubetima baba bayara no 9 years easy.
Okay.
How many 10-year-olds were coming to Babayara at the time?
Okay. Young Comra, na who comment be on one. I don't know. Now some now so way. Match here can na Kofi.
Sunday am kete.
Bon koto wa firu.
David na me new time bet my bo achi koto. Na me new time bet my koto.
Okay.
Now I remember you know my formative years na me ti ho.
Na one tra ho.
Oh, say wo me kete no. Me say as me go school ya makwan na wa ko ho. Visa. You know me, I've lived around baby bebre.
Okay. Nti owusu ese or newspapers ni bi wasafo. Ade our oye reference ni ade ho no so obi nti just me kire wo ho.
Na wo ko stadium
post office ho no.
There can wo ko stadium.
Yes.
Okay.
Na me wa mass. Yeah, na me wa mass. Nti me there na me borosa age na wo.
Dabi, any age na mass. Wo ko stadium. Just me you don't have to be at a mass na ko stadium.
Na me say me wa mass, na me mani. Na me nyakwala.
Yati.
Yeah, 83. I'm a mass. I'm a comb area. I'm a comb area. And I'm a try. Yes. 4-3. Mekaipa. Why not Pokunti Bona Sumno? Is it the goalkeeper? Mekaipa.
Same match now.
Yes, same match now. Me person me kai mistake now, yeah, now. Or they should not assume after the game now. Mekai Pokunti didn't deny.
Kotoko, ni colleague, ni teammate.
Yes.
Because we shot hat trick. Now say lose game there.
6 minutes. Mekai exactly what happened.
We shot hat trick now lose game. Now say kill Mbappe no.
Yes. Yeah, Kwaba, there are others. They Ebeka ho, they Ababa.
So me senior colleague bi na ni ba ene Ajiara Matu. Me senior colleague bi Saif Abdul Mobashir Seju and an ba Ajara Matu and any birthday na me pese me wishing happy birthday. So Seju does it my senior colleague Saif Mobashir.
And by 1 year.
Yeah. And me wishing happy.
Also, who trained there? We colleague Bana anya 1 year. I was not birthday.
My senior colleague.
Ah. This is what we saw on one time. So this is what we
now say episode chechire mu kakra. Oleke yes. Oleke me so hwesa game ni bi.
Okay.
Oleke be ya fa no bia ma wa yi no nkosoro kakra na chechire mu. What dey na see here?
At the Pokunti after so share 3 goals in the way. And was a quiet foul. And class Peja Ball, not a ball, a teasy one, and I'll be kept here. And I saw jumping, jump far could defend the thing now, come share.
Okay.
That has been coming here and what me am Fabon. Okay. And I saw them to be at the share. To we are now some
Opusino.
Yes, by you, but I now suppose one as you say, I'm a chairman for Kase, but that's I'm not here, Opusino.
Oleke, now the newspapers need now carry that story no so born as soon.
The newspapers are some of the because
and you know now what now to him.
That time was Giok.
Now you're more Giok. Okay. Until now, Ben said the one, and now Ben baby, I see you. Okay.
Yeah, I was saying Yamwakwaba Abdeba Power Time, so Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Yawo Kumasi on crime, na fe yawo a year takra. The Kumasi ofe yase, yani Jasper Flay Station, the Enchedmu wo. Puto ja contrast kwan so Lake Road and yawo. Akra wo kwabenya ACB Kwansane Blow Factory no edi enhwe ni mu na takra de wo Anaje Estate Customs Road ye ne Senga washing be no sidi enhwe ni mu numbers e de adwuma na ye miensa mesro fa mu bia ne ne mon komo wo 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 44 22 Monday to Saturdays and ye di yejuma Sunday penada and yejuma even holidays ye yejuma e your branches in nyina mu enti ade bia how bia misro Tumrika Fabra Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Oba labo papa bia wo hia se ma ya no beye ye di mfidi behwehwe ni paduane mu so hia se ma wo trust scan so hia se ma ye x-ray bibi biara asase ma wo ye ni ehu de ekoso ni paduane mu no ye beye ansan de drug ho ye ne ma power ye strong ko obi abaye hopa bia di adan sese se wa anya laba ye ma wadroda sentri sa metaka se ye treat just symptoms ye tackle the cause of symptoms no ye say ade etu ase ye manage ade o ye hospital honum ti fa ye de ne bra on fire de ne ma ensan fan coffee de bera eda ye ade bia how bia wo hwe power time summary what test hepatitis B positive tieni ye ade bia wiase nyina ase ni aduro na so da bia meka ne mani age se manyam ka nyankopon ni se Power Specialist Herbal Hospital edini ya ba kope Power Specialist Herbal Hospital any hospital ba kopa nyankopon adom wama yedura ye de sayade ne etu ase ye manage ye mbrebe no ase ebe ko negative be fru moja no kra rinto ba nyesa o ka sa o yade no akwa ne am oduro ye be ye hepatitis B profile e de confirm sampa ya ren e wo moja no mu obeye liver function test obeye viral load count wan kasabo hu na mo adodo wo moja no mu wonum aduro no kakra be sam wo ibe bo hu ba be so atia kodu na amawoni da so ahyonkura ne amohu se baabi a waba no o hwa so no aduro na ebe firi moja no nyame yadom na koye biom ne say negative na say target not detected a yemfa na saa ye be san amoha ye viral load no biom e de confirm sampa em1 ba kokra nyide enu mojam enti power ya kase ya treat man ko negative a baabi a be kwa koye lab bia no e negative enti sawote ho what test positive say you kunu say you yere say you ba say you nua bi entina dem na ensu ema ya de we enku men kase ase ya de ne aduro Fabra Power Specialist Hospital ya na otenka sa wonfe ene wonfe aye wo ya wo chika se bututu ya de kakra bi na wabre Brebia Felisa heat to any peduanimo, Yana honam shishow, or honam kekau, utimity ho sa, who did it to a benaya funa shana ayekutu. Says Yamanoka say, we have fun, I had in day, we have fun a hono, when Nina I have very yellow, when nothing in shall say tatai, wo funo a boss say ya, Miss Row and Tanaho. Debbie Amaka say, and son about so your funa hono, nature so live on a sin say a quam. And they are power time. And they are one custom, Mr. What tested hepatitis B positive. And they are quite general sabred mouse say, between a more about power specialist about hospital. Kumasa and crime, and I say a yet crade. Or the ano a fatty liver. Walk or yes can walk a hospital. Ya catch us our fatty liver. Cheso liver no a yes radie. Ya catch us our liver enlargement. We live on a home liver cirrhosis. Liver no a chenchina head in day. To Mirka, bra power specialist about hospital. And Tanahoma Oliver and say, and Tanahoma idea way unkun, uba power yamiadum, ayaresa honomo at the mount. Or the ano a kidney stones, and as a kidney sus. Saya do ya DBS say, a costron 10. We are the pabessa 10 scanner, 1 ya crono, best a 5, and as a sus, only kidney stoner, no kidney sus. A mo lower back, who sees a chi, a ya, as she show. Unasi nyina sha se tata umiana atom badaba nyano anu nyina hohono na sachi nyina gina mesro emfa o kidney eni agro oba power nyamiadom ayaresa ho no edemaw bema bia o Johnson asema sha se eye basabasa tie ni ye pa mema pro makase pa mu ba ko aye Johnson ho nsam kakra bi na Johnson do okwa aketo bi na ba wo chima sa na Johnson aba Johnson ntimi ma ntama wa yase nyina ide se tan eye wo ya edikosu sisi achi Ojo we aten kasa Johnson bi akam Ojo we ne moja di akire bokwa Johnson eba ni nyina ye moja Johnson eba ne bema no ya wo ya ehyew enya sam ketwa ebetima ye prostate ebetima ye bladder that's a cystitis ebetima ye kidney o ureter na so urethra bia na ye untreated infection bi gonorrhea bi anya ne bra bi atwam syphilis bi anya ne bra bi atwam afene sunsun sanso na de aba betimi de have brain na de abro bra power yenya lab yenya scan yen hwe de sa problem abro yen tackle the course no entu ade no asema ho ntimi nto ye number se ne 0555 79 78 78 0200 38 38 31 and 0244 54 4422 odi ano eye ulcer ana ehaw ulcer eye yade ba ko so betimi atete ukona nyina ekom de wa oyam ye oya aduane toye ma oyam ye oya udidi mi a oyam ye oya ya na obo efron ana mse ulcer eye kuro na enyanti etima obi kura ya den efe obo no ha nyina timi ye oya kopie wa chutanya heartburns udidi na aduane jejabu indigestion ya na osano nyina titiriti ya na se enframa bi egina oyam wa chika senmu ya wo ya ehyew ulcer the signs and symptoms ni bi no tumri kabra power specialist about hospital yamwo emma wadura betu ade no ase yebema oniema esese wudi nde esese wundi na aboma treatment no ayeboko ay smooth ade amaw wo hia adura ya SK that is stomach care ekro bia wo yefuru no mu say ye jodina ulcer say ye peptic ulcer wunya adura ya SK ni bia ebeboa akukro ni nyina ama wo ho atimi atɔ wo de no aye typhoid na ehaw there be ameka say nkrofo tuti typhoid etisa malaria the signs and symptoms no ayade kro wonu ba ye onwono ho ba ye hye utibe powder den wa poso no poso nyina ebe ye omre te say the malaria etie no a difference what typhoid and malaria mun say typhoid betama wa bowa ento one was ma bowa be say 2 years ma bowa be say 1 year say a typhoid na ma this one ebre na say won treat typhoid na e wa no enkoda typhoid betama severe constipation ayem tim be say 4 days say bi na wunja wanan typhoid betama running stomach typhoid kor betama oyem ahwie a enya sam ketwa wo hia eye kala herbal mixture we eye typhoid do tatahwe power specialist hospital power health product ye dia bedwa so eye adwuma pa ebe tu typhoid nyina afiri moja ne mu ama ho atimi atɔ na so de eye malaria dia wo hia adua ya malamis eye malaria do tatahwe plus bi eda bia ba bi eda bia no so what test positive na onya dua ya malamis ni bia ye no nso betu ade no ase ama ho atimi atɔ why rama ho to wonu mu nya ode ko kete so ntimi na wo so tia na ete ko hospital bia yesu moja so ate bomodin so benya edua ya Herbal tonic eye mojaduro yenro ni nyina eye pure Herbal bronin sa no ya sone so na ebo djuma papa jirika jiri Herbal mixture ni din ne honam se we ye me vitality be ma wa ye mre wo mpamu a wo hia jirika jiri ebedi wa ka jire mu ama bibia koye ade amount kompo na ehyew minum yamfa se kanka be mo do ebe na ni nyina warefo mo power baby senya na organ na edoso mo mienu nyina mo na ne hwe be problem no wo mema be low sperm count be ye semen analysis no na sperm ba kokra no ede na onibi bra power yamwo do be boost immune system no be boost aye o sperm count no ama watimi anyinsa oba no motimi anya ba ne mo ni gya wie peye yade bia how bia say sciatica na how de bia we titiriti we dudu ye be your massage kama e ntinimo bia blood circulation be take place ama so ho atimi ato wakoma timi bo say hwim wanya ba bia nso wanya ba bia ntena na we yakwa kutu atofo bone fracture we de dompenimo bu pain Fabra power you both specialist be kase ni a da kire emfa how bia mro sisia de kase bia be so ukotodwe ugina ho nyaye ukoto na wo sori ye problem ya na ukotodwe na ho no ye sinsuo gina mu na wakotwe na asan aba uba power be mu odure be chekire ni nyina 2-3 times both and power kasa ultimate theater so ya de bia how bia ye ntimi aka ho asam no ne nche se nya ho adwuma Fabra power specialist Herbal hospital wona oni edi ho adanse no edoso Kumase and crying and attack de na yewo Kumase wo fe yase ye ni Kessben Free Station di enhwene mu wo aputoja contrast kwan ne so Lake Road na yewo Accra wo kwabenya ACP kwan so ne block factory no edi enhwene mu takra de wo Anage Estate Customs Road ye ni single washing bin di enhwene mu frayen 0555 797878 0200 3831 and 0244 544422 yadwa se sebre bia wo chebre na wo hwe power time nyame yaduma da sane sabre yan so yede apomde ho nsam no ebebro David pepe
Midfield Action Thursday edition and 7th August 2025. Power specialist omo aswe na e course sia no. Me person me dime ho kakra bia ba Dr. Daoud enso nkra to kakra. Ye beko na ya kwakofa ansana de hu bia no ye de abremo. Na lawyer Kwame Boafo enso edi bi abeto oleke de no eso. Lawyer say it was goalkeeper Abeka. The fourth goal was from the river. It was easier to save than to miss. Everyone was angry with Abeka. Opokunti didn't slap him, though. In fact, Opokunti came out to deny that rumor. All right. And also, Dr. Daoud, meba mo kwan kakra na mo be cheche madwe.
Enu anum ne adofo, ye frɛ me Dr. Daoud. Me na me da Daoud Herbal Hospital ano. Na enam me so enane Daoud ointment. Daoud 360 capsules wodwa manso a ene obi adi hu adanse. Na du wei edutwem. Daoud ointment. Daoud ointment. Ose fetwi na ebeko. Ofa Daoud 360 capsules ose sisi na ade ewom. Na drom yenu wei adwuma bom. Obi a osisi ye o yapa. De obeye ne se, wo de Daoud ointment no etwitwi osisi na anopa ene anwumre a. Nansa bia no na odi bia bo asawa obetimi de atua udware wi a fa Daoud ointment o de te ne fa sra ta bre kro na no na wonom Daoud 360 capsules no anopa ene anwumre na danse ye na ba amane o de enko na enko ti adanse ni bi
Daoud ointment edrowe me straighten and well done the toda me pon djuma na me honam nyina me ye me ho bibi enye ba se minya sa Daoud ointment we na me twitwi a na anopa so minya Daoud 360 na me no mo a ese kware me ye adwuma kura se kane no te do we de edi masema ma na be di so asema ma ye electrician na ye adwuma ekofia ye ntimi na Daoud ointment so ye adwuma na obra okodru fia fa twitwi ade be che no na ho aye den Daoud ointment fa twi keke na ebeko dura me yusu mama ho de pa ma metimi gba adwuma bibia e kama e ma me ye Daoud 360 capsules
ɛna Dawood ointment ɔmɛmɛrɛ wei no na de wei no so twitwi wapɔ so ɛbɛma yaw ne nyinaa afiri hɔ ma adeɛ kyerɛ wotumi abɛbɔ adwuma Dawood ointment fatwi na ɛbɛkɔ
da bia amafo kompani de wo ka mu sa akɔ spreader me secret na nu ani ebudo na ani Dawood ointment ɛne papa me sɔre anopa me de twitwi me sisi achi me babia he me ntebrɛ secret ni nie ti so person te sɛ me a we use Dawood ointment that's the secret of my taxi driving
me a transmission gearbox specialist adwuma me ye enkan na me pega ade a na me nsakura ntimi pega and I say me ma ade so na lock me sisi say free say me share Dawood 360 capsules and Dawood ointment aboa me bebre the dry you na so amente ya mente bla bia obia mo modern so betimi apɛ Dawood ointment and Dawood 360 capsules enya bi ato
odofo se wate bi aduro ya me ka ho asɛm no ɛno ho adanseɛ ɛne wɔnom adi no kɔ pharmacy ɛbɛn wo herbal shop ɛbɛn wo na kɔtɔ Dawood ointment Dawood 360 capsules na sɛ de nkrɔfo di ho adanseɛ no wo so bɛdi ho adanseɛ wo pɛ sɛ wo frɛ yɛn a ɛno na wo screen ase no 0244 88 64 37 na 020 168 1717 baby a yɛtɔn aduro wɔ man Ghana mu bia no wo de wura ha so pɛ Dawood ointment ɛne Dawood 360 capsules.
Okay, yemra na mifabe nemra no koye papa be 3 calls bi kra nkenya bad kra 055 1444 933 frame na tre wadwe kakra. The fact that FIFA and CAF have 3-year term doesn't mean Ghana should do same. The FA should work hard to redeem sinking image, not to think of a third term. Kofi Nkansa sako de no. Okay, too bad. MJ breaking protocol no na me ya de kitikiti bi wa hansa na metimi afa call. Hello
Joe.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Baba.
Jacobu.
Hey, who you na me Jacobu? But na me ti un ka pa mi dream bro. Na hu ye.
Ya me adu mo na wo so e.
Na me adu me hu ye mi ti wo na la no ya na so ye. Le nyame na ai mandon baba wuram ajo obirenti owura keto keku do ya sere no wala ade ni nyame se ntumi nka so sabe oba ye no se so nya hwe ya fa me nya no kwaso ajo yan sam ti ba ko tim owura ni won ko na football brains e wona dwene mu ya sere no o man no kura ko nya na da ko no ka bi mu o man kasiye no tuta nanka amanfa nyufo ni pi kwaso a komotumi a mo di aka ho mo mai enso na ma ye bi no anya ni nyina ya sire wo wura ke ya sire no wo di ni 2 times ni so a wo fa ko nyam nto wo bi so na to aso ani nyam nya tuma de o
ya da se mamemfa ba ko enka ho na fe ye hu de betumi de okay akako wie. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Sir Joe.
Na etisa kasa free
Adom we aya adom
kasem adum Ethiopia.
Papa me pese me bisa se adenti na Ghana ni wo bedi akonya na ye no ye di na tam ye yam da so na opese wo kwa nanim because enka di bo na se wo ba na kanipa wo o man mu nyina se enye etisi fom a entempa no a na se nka eso asifo because ye he abrofu ya ebo okura no de tam ne so but ohwe de o man ni ye no a no aka se mesi fom Ghana ni nkesa that wo kraku amanfo se enye ono mu na wo se obekọ tretem but ye ono de ontimi mie na no but obeli hye nkrofo bi eti no okọ se mo kwa kama me na sa mo kana se ye di amatini akọ so eti e be secret wo kraku se ebre na so o man panya kunya kura na eye traso tu pe ade na o pese wo player na o traso miensa mi why ba dada ni nyina so unye hute unye hwe fama football no eti won si for my ni ya honto yen
yemfa NC ha na yemfa we infam tentem confirmed say Thomas Partey on a Villarreal omo assign contract say contract signed. Thomas Partey officially joined Villarreal on an initial 1-year deal with the option of a 12-month extension at the Spanish club. The Sun and a report to we says here. Yet the Dakar no bet to Amos, the Munina see young fancy, the Mayad Mortina, Eda for Robert Trans IDP, and so Bremo. Bomcho DJ KA will be a missing show, no Mundo Ba, Utimi a year. Edemasi, Basanimo, Asia, Ebium, Oba Penny, Agnes Asuakon eye Idi Gatuso ne maame Obapani Agnes Asuakon Idi Asuakon ne maame ene na the 1 week no baso e wo Bokrom Estate SC43 mma nyina yenko ne yenko bo abusua no ma bibia no enye kama pa Yakopa Idi ene abusua no enso enyina DJ KA up next Akram.
Pause.